All right, everybody. We're going to do it live in 3, 2.
Hi, this is Dale Lear, designer of Tandy Color Baseball, and you're listening to CoCoTALK.
This is CoCoTALK, the nation's leading live talk show featuring the Tandy Color Computer, with your host, Mr. Gameplay Goodness himself, Stevie Stroh. All right, and welcome to CoCoTALK episode 38. How's everybody doing today? We have a great show in store for you. I am going to start counterclockwise from my right to your left. We have the handsome and debonair John W. Linville. How you doing today, sir?
Oh, doing well.
All right.
I usually listen. I haven't. This is the first time I've actually seen that intro. It's kind of makes the show look real professional.
It does, yeah, and it's all downhill after that.
we fooled everybody.
Yeah, that's the latest and greatest one that Bruce Moore cut together. That's Bruce's soundtrack, and now Bruce's latest edit. It's looking pretty spiffy there. We have Jason Reichert of CoCoMan.org with us, the Coco Man himself. Welcome, Jason. All right, you're on mute, Jason.
Hello, everybody.
Say the professional show just went
We're
straight
off to
into
a
the
great
toilet.
start.
That was a mime introduction.
Yes, yeah. Our guest of honor today, Bruce Moore and Jacob Moore, creators and co-creators of the legendary 80s 8-bit classic Forest of Doom, are with us. What's going on, guys?
Hi.
Hey.
And wearing a very, very sharp-looking T-shirt there. Hey, Mark, I love that shirt. I got a matching shirt here. We're twinsies. Mark Overholzer, how's it going there, Mark?
Good day.
Good day, eh? Look at that, John Linville with his Tandy Assembly shirt there, right? All right, and
love the orange.
Yeah, we're all getting here with our shirt fever. Grant Leighty with his Forest of Doom T-shirt. How you doing there today, Grant Leighty?
Doing good. Yourself?
Oh, if I was any better, my name would be David Ladd. And from the Great White North, the lovely and talented Curtis Boyle. Hey, how's it going, eh?
Good day, Good day,
Yay. Hey, so the lead story, our main topic today, is the Forest of Doom second contest winner. But before we get into that, because we have Mr. Linville with us, and he's got something going on tonight, John, you want to go ahead and talk about your little thing?
Yeah. Well, we're just we're going to do some recording for episode 31 of the CoCo Crew. We wanted to have a roundtable discussion, not unlike what you're seeing here, I guess. But we've had those in the past and have enjoyed them around Christmas time to do kind of a year-end wrap-up and just to discuss the state of the community, that sort of thing. We've invited a number of the regular participants here and some other folk, and we're planning to live stream it out to our Facebook group. It's kind of an experiment. We don't usually do video and streaming and all that stuff, so it may all crash and burn.
That's part of the entertainment value.
Yeah. So anyway, it's 8 p.m. tonight, December 16th, 2017, and so check out the Facebook group. If you're desperate to be part of the group, send me a message. I'll send you an invite, and just let me know.
And that's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same time slot as CoCoTALK.
Exactly. 6 hours from, or 8 hours from now.
8 hours from now. So if you haven't gotten enough CoCoTALK today, round 2 will be coming up. And I think that's a great idea, trying to do something live. If only somebody had thought of this before, it might just catch on.
I was just going to ask, too, is it going to be another 4.5-hour marathon type show? Like, should I plan to be up until past midnight? Or?
Well, it's this is just a roundtable segment, so it's we slated up to 2 hours for it, but who knows how long it'll go. But we're not doing the news and all that stuff. I mean, that'll be part of the episode, but that's not part of tonight.
Right. No, I think it's a great idea. I remember you did one a year or so ago, and yeah, I think you at one year too. You had asked people to submit a recording of like a CoCo Christmas memory or something like that, and some of those made the air. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was neat. No, it's a great thing to get people to participate and share their stories and things like that. So, yeah, excellent. If you got to have more CoCo. Tonight is the night. Brian Joyce has just joined us from Australia. G'day, eh? It's like 2 in the morning or something like that for him. 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Good morning, Brian. Getting my things chopped up there. All right, so let's do something real quick. I'm going to switch over, and I am going to take a look at what I think is a pretty cool milestone for us right now. When it comes to our podcast episodes, we have now reached a new milestone, which is 3,600 downloads on the podcast episodes. So we're averaging about 100 per episode, and we are going on, I don't know, what's from August to December, like 4 or 5 months. So we've only been a podcast for like 4 or 5 months, and we're gaining steady momentum. We're averaging 100 or so downloads per episode, and it's on a weekly basis. So, some of our most recent episodes have gotten 96 downloads, 80, 90 downloads. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. The podcast was kind of a value added thing, and I didn't really think much of it when we decided to do it, but it turns out a lot of people are actually using this as their way to enjoy the show. Because for various reasons, YouTube doesn't work for their commute or bandwidth or other things like that. So I think that's cool. Coco Man is in the live chat there, too. Coco Man is everywhere. And,
I am.
Yeah. So does anybody have any thing they want to share with us this week as far as eBay acquisitions, or just kind of a cool little retro story that happened in your week?
Well, I got something here that came in the mail here, just right over my shoulder back there.
Speaking of acquisitions, that looks like a dragon. Roar. So you got your dragon. Who sent you that? Was that Michael Brandt?
Yes, it was. Brand new in a box.
Brand new in a box. Only $600, right?
Wasn't quite that bad.
I'm going to give you the friends and family discount here. It's only $600.
It was new in box. It was new in box.
Yeah. This is from the California Digital, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing about this when I first kind of got back into the community. Oh, we have our adult dating site has just come through here. Hi, adult dating site.
They're almost becoming a show regular at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Curtis, you mind banning that one? You have admin rights to the chat.
Actually, Grant beat me to it, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, adultdatingsite.com if you want to go, check that out. But after the show, priorities, people. This is pretty cool that we're getting spammed. I mean, that means we've totally arrived when we're getting spammed in our live show like that. It's an honor. Yeah, I remember hearing about the California Digital thing and everybody complaining, well, I sent an email, I left a phone call, guy never got back to me, and it seemed like it was a long shot if you were going to get one, but anybody who didn't get in on that while the getting was good is probably regretting it now, because even if you had to wait 6 months to get it, and it cost you, I think it was $60 they were selling them for, plus shipping, so like maybe $90 to get it in the U.S.
Yeah.
For a new in-box, original stock. So yeah, I missed the boat on that, but I ended up getting one when I purchased the Brian Blake Leaving Florida sale, and I got his. So I'm glad I have one. I still haven't opened it up yet, but yeah, the Dragon, cool stuff.
Yeah.
Grant, have you had a chance to open up yours and hook it up yet, or are you still waiting for a cable?
I think I'm going to open it up and probably do a live meeting. A live video doing it.
Okay.
An unboxing.
Oh, David Ladd's coming in.
An unboxing video. All right, so in the live chat, we have Coco Man is there. We have Tom C. says, good afternoon, all. We had Adult Dating for Sex come through. Hey, Adult Dating. Brian Joyce is here, and Steve Powell is here. Hey, guys. David Ladd has just joined us from The Matrix. And very cool. And, yeah, anybody else got anything that happened kind of cool or interesting this week?
Hey, David, look over my shoulder.
Oh, be nice.
That's called rubbing salt in the wound, I believe.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Well, Stevie, didn't you have something interesting happen this week?
I did, but I'll save mine for last. I'm going around the room here.
All right.
Well, didn't we have the PenFest 2000 pictures on Facebook
this
week?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Did anybody you know might have been responsible for putting those up there?
Yeah, I'd like to issue a takedown notice, and all the ones I'm in, I wasn't asked. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. Well, that was funny because there was the one picture. Everybody's like, "Well, I think that's John Linville in that picture, but I'm not sure." It's almost like an Elvis sighting at this point. Is that John Linville?
I like Neil's response. So the fact that he was carrying a box, it's got to be John.
Yeah. I wasn't sure about it either. I had my wife had checked it out. She says it's me, so I guess she's the expert. But I could be sure he's somebody much younger and better looking, I guess.
Well, there's no pictures of me in there.
Nah. Steve Powell says, I just let my wife know that she bought me a CoCo 3 for Christmas. She's the greatest. Thanks, honey. Oh, my goodness. All right. Anybody else? So getting back to what Jason had just said. Jason has posted a ton of pictures from PenFest 2000. And that's the one that's got the famous Brother Jeremy video that came from that, Hello Darling, which I saw that video a couple years ago. When I saw it, I had no idea what anybody was talking about. I wasn't that acclimated to all the insider buzzwords there. Looking back now, since I have finally got to meet Brother Jeremy and I understand more about the history of that, it's a cool song too. But yeah, it's that was an event, that you can only have one of those. You know what I mean? That was like the 20th anniversary of the Color Computer, PenFest 2000, the year 2000, turn of the millennium. I wish I would have known about it back then.
Yeah. I suspect it is the single most photographed event in CoCo history.
Well, it was cool because we had a bunch of luminaries that had never been together, in the same room at the same time. We had Jeremy Spiller, we had Sockmaster, we had Kevin Darling, we had Mark Hawkins, Nick. The one time he came across from the across the ocean. So it was kind of a special event at the time because we got so many people together that had never been together before, even in the heyday of Rainbow Fest.
Yeah, and Alan Huffman did a lot of recording too, right? Because he's always been kind of like the roving photographer for all these events, right?
Yeah, I got to ask him now that he's kind of back in the community too. He used to have all the photos he'd taken over the various CoCo Fest and stuff up on his Disney site, but they seem to be gone now. So I want to see if you can put them back up or put them back up somewhere else at least, because a lot of people wouldn't mind looking at those.
Right. So Jason has these posted on his website, which is cocoman.org, which is a pretty cool site. They're also on the Facebook group, which you can get to all those sites. I spent a little bit of time updating my I'm a Coconut site. So IMACoconut.com, your one-stop shop for all your Tandy Color Computer needs, will link you to just about all things that I am at least made aware of. I'll try to link to them. On that same note, I actually created a page on there that is hopefully useful that's called Start Here. And so I created a one-page little short story of what you need to know if you're entering the Color Computer collectible community, whatever. I kind of just broke down, the kind of stuff, because in the whole site there's 500 different pages with 4,000 links per page. So I have this one page now that's kind of like, here you go. Here's your must-know things to get started on being a coconut, right? So I added that page. I thought that was useful. We had a couple of humorous quips going back and forth over emulators on the Facebook group, which I got a kick out of. I'm on another, there's like a Florida Retro Club group on Facebook, and a few people were posting things saying, well, I bought a Color Computer, but I'm going to sell it on eBay because I don't know what to do with it, and I can't find any software, and I went on eBay, and the software is really expensive, and, blah, 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 blah. And so I was like, a bunch of us were trying to, like, post messages saying, well, listen, here, you got to do this or do this or do that, but don't try to buy software on eBay because you're going to spend $1,000 trying to buy this software. And so that kind of prompted me to come up with this little page, and so if you haven't been to my site, imacoconut.com, you might want to check it out. It's absolutely free. Now, Jason, you worked on a project recently, didn't you?
Yeah. I just this past evening, I think is what you're talking about. I repaired a CoCo 3. I actually have it right here. It's still torn apart, but it was dead, and I ended up putting in a socket and a 6309, and now all is well.
Nice. You did a brain transplant, basically.
Absolutely.
That's a cool project for those who have the tools and the talent to do that. I don't know that I would take that on until I, gathered some skills with the solder. Little training, a little light sparring before I jump into that. So,
well, it happens to be my trade, so it's
yeah.
If I tried to do that, I'd be bald by the end of that upgrade. So.
Curtis
David,
knows limitations.
Yeah, David, are you with us on mic, or are you just showing your pretty face?
No, I'm on mic.
Okay.
My call was delayed a couple hours today, so I figured so.
Okay. Thanks for joining the call, David. Do you have any project updates this week on anything you've been working on?
Well, I'm pretty much scatterbrained. I work on little things here and there. The one thing that's been a fix for the people that probably have the RGB to SCART cables that Richard was working on of Barry's design. We believe we have a fix for it. So it's the technical reason is SCART has a different voltage rating on the RGB lines than what the CoCo uses. So the CoCo is basically overpowering the SCART boxes.
Which I ran into myself, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
That causes the washed out colors and colors that kind of fade into each other type thing?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's pretty much light gray is white and medium red is bright red.
Right.
It's just a mess.
And the interesting thing is, it's like your go-to test now is just pull up Popstar Pilot, because Popstar Pilot's got multiple shades of gradation and scrolling colors and stuff. And, there's 2 shades of blue checkerboards that are scrolling. There's the red title screen that's got like 4 shades of red scrolling through it. And we weren't seeing any of those gradients in the colors. And originally, we were thinking it was the SCART to HDMI box. And I actually went through 2 of those different boxes. And then I started questioning, well, come on. It might possibly be the cable without trying to offend anybody. But we started asking the questions. And, David Ladd did a little bit of research. And he created a little... what do you call that term for the temporary project?
Well, mine is just basically it's just a wedge. It's I took a perf board.
Perf board, that's what I was looking for.
A couple 10-pin IDC connectors and an extra cable, and I just basically did in between. So basically, the SCART cable plugs into the perf board, and then the other cable then plugs into the CoCo, and voila.
Right. So it's basically an inline resistor, for lack of a better term, to reduce the RGB output from the CoCo.
Yeah. If I can find the link, I got the information about it. I just need to see if I can find it.
Yeah.
For those that might want the little bit more technical gist of what I did.
Right, and I believe now Richard based his cable design on Barry Nelson's published design, and I think Barry had actually been using the cable because I thought he brought it to CoCo Fest 25. I remember seeing it connected to something, but for whatever reason, nobody really just noticed that we weren't seeing all the color luminance like we were supposed to. And then some of the recent people who were using this, we started noticing, and Nick noticed it too when Bruce posted his picture of Popstar Pilot. Nick's like, well, where are the other shades of blue? And he sent a screenshot showing what it should have looked like. So luckily it's an easy fix. So the Band-Aid is going to be this kind of inline series of resistors and a capacitor, but Richard's actually going to fix the cables. And so if anybody comes to CoCo Fest, he will either repair or swap out your cable. And I guess future cables will be, obviously corrected to have the right output. So that's good.
Yep.
Very, very cool.
I also provided a link in the chat here, not on the web. But
put it in the Sky, put it in the YouTube chat, because I don't have that chat open right now, and I'm not gonna do it myself. So I'm not getting out no solder and iron.
Well, no, I was just going to say so that way you could open up the page and just show it, so that way people have an idea of what I was talking about.
That I'll do. That I can do. All right, object not found.
Ooh.
Games cart HTM. This should be HTM or HTML?
Google probably cut it off.
Okay.
No? It's working, at least from my end.
I'm trying to click on the link you put in the YouTube chat, and I'm getting object not found. Members.optus.com/au gamescart HTM.
Where's the HTTPS at the front?
Does it need to be HTTPS?
Well, I don't know.
Not that I know of.
All right.
It works on mine.
Or HTTP. Sorry. Oh.
No, the browser will automatically put in HTTP. It knows to do that.
Good.
Yeah, I was going to say, I linked it in the Skype group too, so.
All right. Well, somebody can pull that up and screen share it, and I'll just watch yours. So it was a handful of resistors and a capacitor, right? That fixed it.
Yeah, here, let me see if I can get this stupid thing to screen share.
There you go.
Oh, someone's already doing it.
Okay.
All right. Scroll down to right where the Sega Master schematic is. There. Nope, up. Okay, right there, the top one.
Sega Master.
All right. Yep. Now, if you look at that where it says the 220 microfarad capacitors, and then you've got the 75 ohm resistors.
It's really small. Can you guys zoom in on that? Because I think anybody watching this is not going to be able to see that. Zoom in. Here we go. All right. Yeah, that's good. Scroll down a little bit now. All right.
So basically ignoring the DIN connector on the left and replacing that with the 10-pin IDC for what would be used with the CoCo, that's basically what's needed.
Okay, so these are the 75 ohm resistors that are going in line between the red, the green, and the blue?
Right, except for mine, I'm using 150 ohm right now. I think it's still just a tad bright. Richard is supposed to, when he has time, test out 180 ohm, since he has a whole bunch of 180 ohm resistors.
Okay. Help me understand the math on this. If you're saying the CoCo outputs 2 and it's supposed to be 1, why are we doing 180? I just don't understand electronics math, I guess.
Well, sometimes analog stuff is kind of mystic in how some of it works, but
okay. Fair
basically enough. You're using the resistors to drop the voltage enough that it doesn't overpower the SCART.
Yeah, that part I get. It's just the level of resistance you'd think would be 50% of what the output was, right? And to me, 75 or 180 doesn't seem like 50% of the output of the 2 volts.
Resistance can vary because you've got mega ohms and kilo ohms, so you got all kinds of different kinds of resistors.
The numbers don't match up to the voltage.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah. I don't understand electronics enough. I'm just trying to apply math to this problem here. So. Okay, so for the non-electronical people, it's basically the signal's coming out too strong. This is a strength inhibitor that weakens it down to its outputting at the right levels, and then we can see it more properly.
Yep.
And it's a fairly easy science project to pull this off. Right? Just head over to your local Radio Shack and get one of those 75-in-1 electronics kits, and you should be able to patch this thing together. All right, cool. Well, good job, David. Once again, David Ladd is friend to all people retro. He's finding out fixes in emulators and, fixing floppy formats and all kinds of stuff. And if there's a problem, he'll solve it. So, David Ladd, Vanilla Ice of all things retro.
We should have made that a Tech Talk.
All right. Well, we just had our Tech Talk. All right. All right. End screen share. Whoever's sharing their screen right now. Who's sharing their screen right now?
Oh, I am.
All right. There you go. All right. Good job. Very good job. All right. Well, I think that's a good introduction to the show. We're going to run a commercial, and then we'll come back, and we'll get into some news, and then we'll get on to the main, the main thing. So we'll be back in just a minute, folks.
Hello, this is David Ladd, and you're watching Original Gamer Stevie Stroh.
Hi, this is John Linville.
And Neil Blanchard.
We are the CoCo crew. I hope you're enjoying watching Stevie Stroh play video games, especially the CoCo games. And when you're done with that, check out our podcast at CoCoCrew.org.
At home, at the beach, in your car, at the shop, at the office, anywhere you enjoy fine audio programming. It's North America's premier source for color computer news, the CoCo Crew Podcast.
This is John Linville.
And Neil Blanchard.
And we are the CoCo Crew. I hope it's going to be a great show.
Join John and Neil each month as they bring the latest news about the color computer, Dragon, MC10, and others. It's the CoCo Crew Podcast. Visit www.cococrew.org and listen today.
You're listening to the CoCo Crew Podcast.
All right, so welcome back. And before we get to the news, there is one more retro story that I'll give the short version of today, and then hopefully by next week I'll have something more to show. So that story is, I have discovered on the World Wide Web the probably greatest Christmas miracle right now for me was finding a video game I wrote back in in 1988. This one was released in 1989, and it was a game I wrote in Quick Basic for DOS. And I've told the story before. I graduated from the color computer straight to the Tandy 1000, and Microsoft Basic was zero learning curve. MS-DOS was zero learning curve. Hey, Norlander, welcome to the live show. So I started programming in Quick Basic, which was basically extended color basic on steroids, and then you could actually compile it down and run it, and it ran very fast. So I spent the entire 90s doing stuff there. I had a game I had written and released to bulletin board systems that was called Cosmic Aliens, kind of a Space Invaders Galaxian style game using nothing but the IBM text characters. Little smiley face was the alien, little bombs falling and stuff. But it was fast paced, 16 colors. It played like an arcade game, and it was lost in the sands of time. I was digging through, because another thing I did this week too is I started taking a lot of pictures of my CoCo collection, because Ron Delvaux has that Facebook group, Show Us Your CoCos, right? So so I started taking pictures, and then I found the binder that had all these letters I had received through the years. One of them was somebody wanted to buy it from me. Another one was a guy wrote a review for it. So I was taking pictures of those to share on Facebook, and then I said, I wonder if I could find this on the internet. Long story short, too late, I found it. So I have it. I did a YouTube video on it, and now I've decided that's going to be my CoCo project. I'm going to port that to the CoCo. And as there's progress to be shared, I will not only post it on the I'm a Coconut YouTube channel, but I will be giving you updates here on CoCoTALK as that project progresses. So That's my little retro story, and I'm sticking to it. And in the YouTube video, there's a link where you can download the zip file for it. It was written to run in MS-DOS. If you have to run it in DOSBox, and if you're going to run it in DOSBox, you need to throttle DOSBox down. There's I think it's Control F11 to throttle it down. DOSBox, depending on your CPU, will be running at anywhere between 3,000 to 4,000 cycles. You got to throttle it down to about 800. And if you throttle it down to 800, it'll run at a playable speed because it was written for a 4.77 megahertz, original Tandy 1000 PC. And anything faster than that, it's unplayable. So that was kind of cool to find that because, I've been telling people, yeah, I used to make games, but there is no proof of the fact I've ever made games. So now there's at least one scrap of evidence that, for that. And I'm happy to find that,
Too bad you couldn't find the source.
Yeah. And so now I'm also searching for a quick basic decompiler, which may or may not exist. But in the meantime, I'm just going to rewrite it anyways. And I plan to write it on lots of different platforms. I will ultimately rewrite it. There's a new version of Quick Basic that's called QB64 that runs on a modern PC. So I'm going to rewrite it for that too. So how about we get into some news? And there's been a lot of news. But I'm just going through the Facebook group in the order in which they appear. But Ed Snyder has, and this is kind of a follow-up to a CoCo Crew, article from last month, right? The Infocom interpreter and how the interpreter could be converted to run on a CoCo 3 or 80 columns or things like that. Well, Ed Snyder has posted a YouTube video where he's showing the Infocom game on the CoCo VGA, which is Brendan Donahue's project, and obviously Ed worked on it too. But look how clean this is. Look at those 64 columns, upper and lowercase characters. He's got it patched to where the status bar on the top remains there, and doesn't go away. And yeah, neat. So that's a neat project. And it's a good use for this hardware to take advantage of some of the extra features of that hardware. I think it looks great. The 64 columns and the upper and lowercase characters look really good. And of course, this could be just as easily done to the CoCo 3.
Yeah.
So
that's
pretty cool.
I want to see that for somewhere. I didn't notice that in any of Ed's write-up, but maybe he'll make some of his changes available in a way that someone could also do it for 80 columns. That'd be nice.
Yeah. And here's a picture that John Strong posted now of his 3D case. This is the DE Nano. This is the Roger Taylor CoCo on a chip. And by the way, guys, I don't have Skype where I can see your sidebar chats, so you might just want to use your words on those unless it's an offline discussion.
We can't see the stream.
We can't see the stream. You can't see the screen?
On Skype.
Oh, you can't see my... what the hell happened to my Skype screen share? I hate it when it does this. Share
the
screen.
YouTube stream's fine. So.
Yeah, you're fine on YouTube.
Okay, can you see it now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So this is John Strong's 3D printed case for the DE Nano. This is the CoCo on a chip Roger Taylor project. Pretty cool looking stuff there. And what else am I missing? What else is going on this week in Facebook? There. So here was my post here that I posted in Facebook. These were the letters that were written to me and stuff like that on the game. And then I have some YouTube videos posted from there. There's our little VCC discussion, where which is always nice to stir up a shite storm whenever possible. What else is going on in Facebook this week? This was Jason's CoCo that he fixed, right? So this was the before and after. So this is your CoCo on Nitrous 9, and then this is your CoCo back on RS-DOS. You see the difference here?
Oh, man.
I actually think that's the 32-column version of Shanghai.
Or Yar's Revenge or something. Yeah.
Right. So what has Mateo got going on here? So Mateo is doing something, Mini CoCo OS interface. Mateo's always up to something. What is he doing here? Save login. What has he got? And this one's actually playing out right in the Facebook post here, so we'll just let it run. What is he doing? Welcome to Mini CoCo release. All right. So he created a login screen. All right.
Yeah.
It's just looping right now. Okay. Cool. What else is going on here? James Jones is saying DriveWire 4 source code. Is that open source?
Thought it was.
Yeah. I posted a lot of different pictures of my collection. This was inspired by Ron Delvaux' group, Show Us Your CoCo. So there's my dragon, right? Similar to yours. The discussions on the RGB and the color palettes have come up, so we've got some pictures there. Glenn Hewlett's media player, that has been really cool. That's a cool project, and he showed some videos now where in BASIC it can play music in the background. So his media converter is supporting the 2 current hardware chips. So we have the Game Master hardware. We've got the SGM. Is that what it's called? SGM? The Ed Snyder chip. Yep. And then it also supports Simon Jonason's 2-voice software player. So you could take an existing MIDI file and then convert that to play back in the background. We got some pictures of a UK PAL B CoCo 2. I haven't seen too many PAL CoCos. I guess on the inside, how different do they look? Has anybody seen a PAL CoCo in before?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I think Nick brought one.
Yeah. Looks pretty clean. Looks like it's still got an RF box on it. The RF can looks very similar, right?
Yeah.
RF is RF, I would suppose. I don't know.
I just want to mention something. You on the previous post you were showing there when they were doing the 64 colors.
Yeah.
Something that was brought up by Eric Gavreluk and Sockmaster that I did not know, is that apparently there's 2 color sets for composite. When you do that F1, hit the reset button, it shifts your P mode colors so the artifacting works right. It actually changes some of the colors down the pike, so they're not exactly the same. I thought it just shifted them around. Yeah. It actually creates a secondary color set.
Okay.
Some other changes, so that was new to me. So that was kind of interesting.
Okay. So the composite colors you can create, whatever that number is, there's 2 different versions of that color set depending on how you.
Yeah, and some of them are common between, but some apparently are not, which I did not know. So we actually have more than 64 colors under composite.
Okay.
If you switch between the modes.
Right. So this was my posting a video of my new S-Video adapter. I cannot tell you how happy I am now that I have my real CoCo hooked back up to my PC where I can see it. I'm looking forward to having, one when the SCART thing's worked out. I'm looking forward to having that going as well as having one going on the S-Video adapter. So that's kind of cool. A lot of stuff going on. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, you might want to check that out. There's links to that too on the I'm a Coconut website. And I haven't been following the mailing list, so I don't know if you guys have any newsworthy things that have been happening in the mailing list.
Let me take a look.
And I don't know if John Linville, I don't want to take anything away from the CoCo Crew podcast, but I don't know if there's any nuggets of news you wanted to share with us while we're on our little news segment.
I can't think of anything mind-blowing. I could check my list here. Let's see.
Anything new and exciting for the CoCo Fest, maybe?
Well, so we just had a CoCo Fest planning meeting this week. I don't know, as usual discussions about are we going to have credit cards acceptable and stuff like that. Yet at this point, somebody raised a question of at Tandy Assembly, did we consolidate the credit card swipes to save on fees, which I think we did not actually do. And that devolved into a discussion where at one point the notion was from Glenn's side that they would accept credit cards for registration and for vendors, but they weren't going to accept credit cards for the auction.
Okay.
Which seems completely backwards to me.
Backwards thinking. So the area where you're actually losing money, we'll take it, but the area where it's 100% profit, we're not interested.
Right. So I kind of voiced that opinion. I think that probably prevailed, but sometimes it's hard to tell. Anyway, the other big thing was something I mentioned like a topic to discuss about the trophies. I don't know if you want to get into that now or if you'd like to wait a little while, but
you're welcome to if you'd like.
Well, okay. as I peruse my news list, I still don't really see anything that sticks out for news other than it looks like Jim Gary has taken up an OS 9 habit. So OS 9 users might be getting a lot more Jim Gary games.
Okay.
Anyway,
I saw he posted a bunch.
Yeah. Well, he's got a GitHub, I think, for it as well. Anyway, aside from that, so for the past couple of years at CoCoFest, they've been giving out these trophies. I got one year. I think Steve got one last year. Some people complain that, well, the fact is that the trophies mostly were a matter of they decided who they wanted to give a trophy to, and then they kind of came up with the category it was for. It seems a little backwards. And so I voiced something like that, and somehow I've become nominated to come up with the categories. It's, my punishment.
I'll teach you to volunteer.
But so I was hoping to maybe come up with some actual, meaningful or interesting, actually competitive categories to suggest for a half a dozen or so trophies. And, some things are obvious, but I don't think are very interesting, like farthest traveled or whatever, maybe best booth or something like that, which might be okay. But I was hoping for more like, most innovative new game or best new basic game or something like that. And I'd like to be able to have, first of all, a set of reasonable categories. And then I'd actually like to have the community vote on them, so it's not just me or someone else picking winners. So, I don't know. Some people might object because it makes it effectively competitive. I'm not sure everybody wants to compete or whatever, but I think it's pretty friendly, so hopefully that doesn't turn people off. But right now, I don't have a set of categories. I don't have anything.
Okay.
But if people would like to suggest categories, maybe we could come up with some categories and maybe get nominees from the community. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of nice. So thoughts?
I think a mix of mostly like competitive categories, like I said, and then one or two like volunteer of the year or something along that line. That's a bit more not because some people will kind of feel left out because they're not technically oriented and they won't be able to contribute nothing to any of the regular prizes. If they're all you have to be able to program or design hardware or whatever.
Yeah, that's a good point. But like I said, I'd still rather maybe have people vote on it.
I agree with that. I totally agree with the voting part.
So, because I don't want to be stuck picking them.
Right. No, I think it's a good idea. I mean, honestly, what is the complaint going to be? Wah, I didn't get a participation trophy. I mean, a trophy should be for something.
Yeah, but it can be for something like being a community volunteer.
No, I get that. But that is something, right? So if you're going to complain about getting a trophy for doing nothing, then we have a douche award for you. So
did Nick already win that this year?
So no, I think that's cool. Now, so I just want to give 2 cents on that. So I think it was last year there was the bonus trophy. Because they had already picked out a trophy for Rick Adams, but then he got a trophy because they said he answered the mystery question, so he got a trophy. So then there was this leftover trophy that I ended up getting, and I just want to say that I think that trophy should have went to Myro, because if there was if there's anybody who's done a lot to really infuse a lot of enthusiasm, it was definitely him. But so. There, end of my 2 cents.
I thought you got the best looking podcaster award, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got a face for radio, kid. No, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, I'm glad to see that we're already gearing up and planning on CoCoFest. I'm definitely looking forward to CoCoFest, and it's nice to see that they're embracing some possible new technologies. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. And I guess the thing that I always have to try to remind myself, and I want to say it because you have to say it, when we nitpick on things like not being able to take a credit card, it seems like you're showing signs of disrespect or disappreciation, and it's not necessarily the case for me. So I wanted to say that again, that I love the fact that CoCo Fest exists. I'm very happy that it's going on 27 years now. And so that in itself is something to be celebrated, and it's an amazing event. And I think from my perspective, and I'm probably not alone, I think the only thing that we're maybe wishing more for is that because it is so cool, we would just wish there were more people there, because it's one of these things where if you got, like, just when you go to a movie, right, if it's a really good movie and you're the only person in the theater, it's not as much of an experience. When you got 100 people watching Star Wars and everybody's cheering at the same time, you walk out of there, it was just this bigger, and so I think CoCo Fest is just one of those things where if you had more people, especially if they're more kindred spirits, it just becomes an even bigger experience. And I just think it's so good that it should be shared by more people, should be experienced by more people. And that's where my quips are just coming from, is I would like to find ways to get more people in there. I'd like to find ways for them to raise more money. So, after 26 years, we don't have to be wondering, are we going to have another show? I mean, we'd have figured that out by now. So that's my only thing, is that I don't want to take anything away from it. I just, you want to offer some suggestions and hopefully not come across as, being that bull in the china shop.
Right. No, I think all the comments have been well received, there's like I said, there's always, or been for a while, I think there's a bit of a contingent that would like to kind of manage it down, and then there's some of us who want to bring more in and make it grow, and so we sometimes don't see eye to eye on some of those things, but some of it's based more like on your own perspective of, well, are there more people going to come? Some people have thought that this will never grow, right? But I think over the past couple of years, we've proven that at least for now it can grow, and I think those of us who've been part of that growth would like to see it continue, and at least there's maybe a certain amount of a handing off of the baton between generations or whatever that I think would be good to see continue, so that we have some input from people who are not just local and not just kind of phoning it in or whatever. Not saying that everyone's doing that, but that people, it's a bigger party. It's a bigger party than it used to be. It's not just a few guys in Chicago. It's a few guys around the whole country, at least, even around the world.
Yeah.
So, we want to see it continue, and along those lines, we're going to see some changes. We've got they're working on computerizing the well, I mean, I guess it's already been on the computer, but the membership roster, as far as people come and participate in the fest. They're looking at automating the registration so that you could do some part of it, from a remote or whatever, so that nobody have to wait in line.
Right.
That's kind of bound up with being able to pay in advance. There's really two issues with paying in advance. There's paying in advance to be a vendor, and there's paying in advance to be an attendee.
Right.
But they're both going to go into the same account, so they'll both probably be enabled at the same time, I guess. But that's supposedly underway, but there's no date announced yet. Check the newsletter. I think a new newsletter is supposed to come out in a couple of days, so that might not have all the information. You might have to wait for the one in March, but we'll report on the CoCo Crew what we know, and I'm sure you guys will talk about what you find out over time too. So
sure.
All the listeners will just have to keep tuned in.
Yeah, no, but that's great. We're ramping up now, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm hoping that we can do a live CoCoTALK there. If there's room on the presentation thing. And I think my other suggestion, and again, this is, you got to balance everything, but it would be nice if the gap between speaking presentations was enough where it wasn't back to back, and that's really going to depend. How many speakers do we have? How much time do we have? And,
yeah, so that's a bit of a pressure point. We have that pressure which effectively reduces the number of speakers. You know, how many speakers we have is always dependent on how many people are interested in volunteering. And to some degree, I mean, nobody likes to say no, you can't speak, right? But,
right.
But you know, sometimes we have to beat the drum a little louder. Maybe we not beat it quite so loud, and you know, it's possible we could schedule later. We could schedule into the evening where we've got like the trivia contest or whatever. Sunday's already a bit short,
right?
But I don't know. I'm scheduling all that is primarily on me right now, so I figure we can probably squeeze in what we want at this point.
Right. Well, I guess it's like you say with the news segments. It's a terrible problem to have when you've got a lot of people who either want to speak or there's things, you know, presentations that are having. So it just becomes the Sophie's choice. Where do I miss out on the social aspect of the exhibit hall, or do I sit in on a TED Talk? You know, and both are good, but you just wish you could do both. You know.
Well, so, you know, you could schedule me for a talk, and then I can just not do it, and that'll give you a spot. You know, everybody, actually, I'm not going to talk. Let's all hang out.
Yeah, right.
Just a thought.
My talk is going to be touring the show floor and showing you all the vendors and what they're selling.
Yeah. Hey, what a neat idea.
Guided tour. That'll be the talk.
Let's take this talk to the exhibit hall, right? So, yeah, well, no, that's cool. Though.
If you're going to be doing some sort of booth judging or something, maybe, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of getting everybody walking around and, maybe not. I don't know. You want anybody dissing anybody's booth, I guess, but.
Yeah, that's back to the other topic, but the judging a booth, it's a little difficult and it's hard to do voting in advance on that one. So I'm kind of lukewarm on that one overall, but I mean it seems obvious, right? Who has the best display, or even who's the best speaker, or something like that. But I don't know. That's why I want to open it up, see what other people think.
Right. I think a little tour, like if we set aside a time, though, not for awards or anything, but just set it aside where anybody who's there can just follow around, and then we can go to each table and have them present, you know, what their new and great stuff is. Because some people do attend the seminar so much they don't get to attend the show floor basically at all. I mean, you're just in the seminar thing all the time, and then the booth shut down, and then you're having supper. So that might not be a bad idea.
Yeah,
there were. Oh, sorry. I was just like, last year was my first year, and there were some booths there where I didn't really know what was going on there, and I wanted to, but it just didn't.
Yeah, you're busy trying to man your own booth. You're trying to attend seminars, and you don't have a chance. So having a set aside time, say half an hour, whatever it takes, to go and kind of tour around, and because the vendors will be in this tour with you, they can explain their booth as soon as you get to it, type thing. Then that might not be a bad idea at all.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's something to think about. Yeah. I don't know if we can do the adult dating for sex booth, but
that's a shoo-in for the win if they're there.
Yeah, right? That'll be behind a black curtain. But
and Brian Joyce is saying CoCoTALK has created enthusiasm around the CoCo. Reward well earned. Okay. Enthusiasm is always a good thing. Definitely. So we're looking forward to CoCo Fest. We will be talking more about CoCo Fest in the coming weeks and months, and hopefully having more to report on as we attend these meetings and as the website gets updated and we have some more updates on vendors and speakers and stuff. So that is what prompted this show, so can't forget that. CoCoTALK is directly related to being excited for CoCo Fest this year, and I want that excitement to continue. And all we wish is that CoCo Fest will continue to be successful and hopefully, get more attendees to just share in the experience. It's just one of those things. You got to be there. And then we start ramping up for Tandy Assembly. We do it all over again. All right, well, we've been going for, almost an hour now, and we haven't got to the main part of the show yet, eh? So we're going to run another commercial, and then we're going to, Bruce, are you ready to get into the Forest of Doom presentation?
Yeah, are you? This is the question.
I don't know that I'll ever be ready, but we'll do the best we can.
If by ready you mean die quickly, he's totally ready.
Okay.
I can test collision detection. Yeah.
Make sure you turn the explicit sign on too.
Yes. And now your sponsors are adultdatingforsex.com. We'll be back in 2 and 2. So.
Welcome to Ron's Garage. This is it. This is the place. This is where you should be. This is where you should tune in because Stevie Stroh has a great show. It's called CoCoTALK.
It's Garage.
Hey everybody, this is Bill Noble, co-author of Nitrous 9. You are listening to CoCoTALK Live, the leading live CoCoTALK show.
Good day, mates. This is Nick Marionettes, author of such color computer titles as Donut Disaster, Rupert Rhymes, and Rockstar Pilot. And I am here today to tell you about the world's most fabulous operating system, OS 9. OS 9 and its current incarnation Nitrous 9 is the most advanced operating system ever created. And what makes it so good? Ease of use. I find OS 9 so incredibly intuitive that I haven't once cracked open the user manual, and yet I've been able to create such incredible games faster than the time it takes to sing Waltzing Matilda. Using OS 9, I expect my next game, Funstar, will be done this weekend and distributed exclusively on ROM cartridge. OS 9 forever.
Any resemblance to actual events to persons living or dead is purely coincidental.
This feud between the king and his half-brother, the wizard, has been going on for long before I was around. Presently, the king's scepter has been in the wizard's grasp for over 50 years, and his highness has worked himself into a royal frenzy. At first, he managed to get volunteers to deliver the ransom, promising them great wealth and even a promotion to royal office, but none of them succeeded. I don't know why I decided to go to the public market that day, but there I was, minding my own business, when with a fanfare of trumpets the king arrived, casting his baleful eye about the masses. He fixed his eye on me this time, and now I find myself another unwilling adventurer in the forest of doom. Hey! Oh my word. There's nothing for it now, lad. It's do or die.
Are you ready?
All right. Talk about your lead-in right there. And with us on the main show here, boys and girls, we have Bruce and Jacob Moore. How are you guys?
Doing great.
Just fine.
All right. Well, I didn't know what you wanted to do first. I didn't know if you wanted to announce the contest winner first or... No, we're not going to announce the contest winner first. So we're going to do a little bit of the actual now live stream of Forest of Doom.
Yeah, we want to see you play.
Okay. So now I just have to get the music going here. All right. So can you guys hear the music? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's because I'm doing an audio share through Skype. My voice might break up for you guys, but it shouldn't affect the people on the live stream. All right. So now what I need to do over here, and so we're going to do this a couple different ways here, right? So we're going to start off with me playing the regular version, and so you're going to see what's going on here, eh? What's going on here, eh? My CoCo, eh? Okay, why is my CoCo SDC not showing up? I might need some hardware troubleshooting here.
Is it plugged in?
Is it plugged in and turned on? Yes. Have you tried switching it on and off again, right?
There you go.
Okay. Of course, this is unpatched and does not have CoCo Explorer yet. CoCo SDC Explorer. Okay. So we're going to load up the original FOD. And is it just run FOD?
Yeah.
Do I need to type in do I have to type in RGB, or is it going to ask me?
It's going to ask if you're running emulating CoCo 3. So I suggest that, there you are. I suggest people who have got the book and got the manual, you get it handy.
Yeah.
As Steve encounters situations, you may want to do a quick reference for him and give him some advice.
Like that'll help.
There's not a lot of hope, Steve.
I was going to say, Steve doesn't need any help. He's already in trouble.
And what level am I playing at now? Am I going to do this the challenge level?
Sure, why don't you start on 1?
Take it on the baby level. All right.
Please don't hurt me.
All right. Wind moans through the trees. A shriek echoes in the distance. You are in the Forest of Doom. You hear light footsteps. They're already here. 7 giant rats. What do I do? Should I fight them all? Whatever. We're going to fight.
Fight him, Steve.
One falls to the ground.
You got lots of health. Go for it.
Dude, they're going down. You missed. You dodged the blow. Okay, fight. I'm down to 4 rats. Fight. 1 is wounded. I want you more than wounded. Clang, your shield protects you. This is definitely turn-based. 1 collapses to the ground. You parry the blow. A head falls to the ground. This is great. Slash with your sword. You're hit. No. You missed. You take a blow to the chest. You missed. Another blow to the chest. My strength is going down. Man, I suck at hitting rats, don't I? You've been knocked to the ground by a bloody rat. You're knocked to the ground again. You suck. Give it up. Your shield protects you. All right, here we go.
Come on, just one more.
There's one freaking rat gone.
You got him.
70 pieces of gold right there.
That was worthwhile.
You know what that was right there? All right. So as we're looking at my screen here, I see my strength. My strength. What did your strength start off at? Like 1800 or something, or
2000.
2000.
Okay. So and I have you start off with 3 spells. I'm on level 1. The stars going across is basically my XP gauge going up now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so now we're gonna just move our way through the Forest of Doom. I'm gonna try to leave the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. And if it's a rat, I should go ahead and try to fight it. And if it's something bigger than a rat, then maybe not.
It's up to you. I generally tend to try.
Ooh, a sign saying which way the castle is.
Maybe you should not go that way yet.
Yeah, right. So now I know. Now I know the castle's to the right.
That goes against every instinct Steve has.
Yes, right. So I'm gonna go opposite castle.
Would you could? It really wants you to go that way.
And I'm really not wanting to go that way. So the dots are the path.
That's right.
And the equals is
old walls, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's right.
Just,
from the Elder Kingdom, the remains.
You hear
of the
light.
Elder
Okay, these are
Kingdom.
light footsteps, so these are going to be pansies. A dark elf attacks you from behind. Get down, get to the chopper. Your magic is
they
drained.
got you. Oh, Steve.
Oh,
He stole your spells.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
All
man.
right, so I'm just going to try to fight him.
Yeah, you might as well kill him now.
Yeah, will I get my stuff back?
No.
Alright, so I'm continuing to fight. His head falls to the ground. You've taken 42 pieces of gold and 0 spells. Okay, so my health is not quite half drained. X to continue. Alright, we're going to continue going opposite the direction of the castle. You hear light footsteps. 3 pixies. They crash through the trees. Screw them. Let's kill these pixies. A head falls to the ground. Expelliarmus. Expectro Patronum. 1 falls dead. 1 is wounded. Die, pixies. One collapses to the ground. 45 pieces of gold.
So,
Very good.
Anybody have a strategy idea for Steve here? Or should we just let him go?
You have left the forest.
Kill them all.
Oh, I just left the forest? I didn't know you could do that. That's the edge of the forest there, eh?
Yeah. Well, it's a 10 by 10 grid, isn't it?
20 by 20, I thought.
20 by 20, I think.
But I didn't know you could leave it, though. I thought you were just kind of trapped in it.
Well, I think in the game you have to leave it, if I remember correctly.
You hear light footsteps. 4 giant rats. Let's attack the rats.
Get out of the forest.
You missed. You dodged. Yeah, I have not found an inn yet either.
That's kind of important.
Yes, I'm going to be needing an inn soon. Your sword goes through 1. Your sword goes clang. Your shield protects you. You missed. I love the soundtrack. 1 collapses to the ground. 8 pieces of gold. 0 spells. Just call me Steve the Rat Slayer.
Hey, Steve.
Yes.
I've got a. If you need an inn, I've got a tip for you. Sit at
But
the
don't
edge
say it.
of
Don't say it online though.
I don't want another cheat. I know the cheat.
Oh, you do you?
Okay.
Yeah, I just used a password David Ladd sent me. All right.
Unknown to our studio audience, actually, Steve's playing a rigged game.
No, not this one.
No, this is for real.
This you hear light
Real
footsteps.
deal.
Yeah, it's a special. It's his regular version that's rigged against me.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay.
So we're just gonna continue to kill rats, and I have not leveled up yet either, too, huh? Sword goes through 1, huh? So your idea is you say you want to be around level 6 before you try to take on the castle.
At minimum, depending on your level of difficulty, it's safer to go higher. Hey, you left the forest again, so you must be in the top.
I'm in the top left-hand corner. Okay, here's an inn. You hear light. Hey, here's an inn. Okay. Giant rat attacks me. Fight these rats. You bash one with your shield.
Oh, I'll tell you after you kill this guy here, which you're having trouble doing apparently. You can't hit the rat.
Great soundtrack, Bruce.
Thanks.
One falls
there you
down.
go.
2 pieces of gold. What a bunch of cheapskates, eh?
So
It's
Steve,
a rat,
if you leave the forest, it asks yes or no. If you say no, the game isn't over. Just letting you know. 5 sprites, okay.
Yeah, I did say no because I didn't want to leave. But if I said yes,
if you say yes, the game isn't over. If you say yes.
Ah. Head falls. There's a scream just came through. I'm not able to see the live chat on this one, so guys, let me know if anybody's chatting right now. All right, I'm gonna make my way to the inn. All right, here we go. We're at the inn. Welcome to the Dancing Buzzard Inn. Press X to continue. Okay, the innkeeper says he heard rumors of the Dark Castle being somewhere south of here. That would be down? South is down?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's it? Now I press X. There's nothing else, like no other... So there's a rumor, but nothing to buy.
Yeah. Your strength is back up, though.
My strength is back up to 2,000.
You already found the sign, Steve, so now you know it's southeast.
You know it's southeast, that's right.
Okay. You hear light footsteps. 5 giant rats. I am Steve the Rat Slayer. I fear no rat.
And you are victorious.
These things are delicious, too.
Especially with butter.
Yeah.
Mixed with squirrel brains.
And beef tongue.
Beef tongue, yeah, David and his beef tongue.
With just a hint of cheese.
Oh, there's a lot of
No, not cheese. Avocado.
Ew.
Yes, avocado.
Oh, there's another inn.
Oh, but you can't get to it.
Yeah, and it should be mentioned that the inns, magically pop in and out of existence as you leave maps. So.
Oh, so just because it was there, it might not be there again. A giant rat appears. Bloody rat.
Solstice in the chat says, "What's the delicious recipe for?"
Here's an inn. Yeah. Anybody got any good rat recipes? You Google that real quick and put the links in there.
I think the first tip is scrape the fur off, but
Dancing Pony, 33 gold pieces it cost me. We hope you enjoy your stay. So no rumors, no nothing, huh? It's like get in and get out, eh?
Get out of here.
Get out of here, yeah, loser. All right, so I have yet to even make it to level 2 just yet. So the T's are trees. You hear light footsteps. So at least everything is still light. 2 goblins.
Yeah, it'll take a while.
I'm going for it. I'm gonna play till I die, and if I die, then we'll take a commercial and we'll go to the advanced.
Well, that's not gonna take long.
So don't go anywhere, anyone.
16 pieces. These guys are.
He's
like
rooting
frickin'...
for you, Steve.
What was that, Jacob?
Jacob wants you to go down.
Only if it was Pegasus and the Phantom Riders.
I can't go down. Yeah, right. You hear loud footsteps. Get down! A vampire. Okay, I'm gonna run away. I am going to run away.
No, fight him, Steve. Fight him.
Why? I'll fight him. I said I was gonna. One falls dead. Look at that.
Hey, you got him. You took him.
85 pieces.
As a level 1, that's impressive.
See, Curtis, he can do it.
I just made level 2.
For me.
I just leveled up to level 2.
Now, you don't get your strength bonus until you actually rest at the inn. Your strength doesn't jump up for level 2 strength, so...
Okay. You hear light footsteps. Okay, Ron Delvaux is bringing in the background noise. 2 skeletons. Fight! You hit one with your shield. Your sword goes through one. You've taken 160 pieces. Man, I'm killing everything. I'm on a roll. This is, what are you guys saying this game is hard? You might just have to make this the live stream to victory, man. I might be in the contender for a
Does it mean
contest
you should add
here.
your name into the hat? Or?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I got loud footsteps. Get down. Ooh, 3 hill giants.
You're dead. You're dead, man.
He's so dead.
Okay,
Steve,
I'm gonna
do
run.
it. Try it. You had good luck with the vampire.
Hey,
Might have luck this time.
I don't know.
run.
That never works for me. I think he's cheating.
He's going deeper into the forest.
I knew the game was rigged.
A minotaur.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Attack.
Fight. You missed.
I know Bruce
Fight.
says that. Yes, Curtis playing. We're going to throw
2
3
hits.
dragons at him right off the bat.
2 hits. I killed a minotaur.
Well, I've got a geolocation for Saskatchewan, right?
Yeah.
You hear loud footsteps. 2 hill giants. I'm going for it. Fight these bald-headed beaners.
Get ready for a commercial.
You forgot to
patted the
have
blow.
the music repeat.
Yeah, you've been putting music on repeat.
Hold on.
Has it been 15 minutes already?
13 and a half, something like that.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see that, but if I hold it up there's the hill giant.
Okay, there's 1 left.
I'm going the wrong way with my picture.
1 is dead. You're hit. How many of these things are there? You missed. Your sword goes through it. 114. I got 3 spells.
Back.
Ah. But I won't.
And you're only halfway down on your strength.
Yeah. You hear light footsteps. Man. 4
Find
shadows. What do I do with the shadow?
Fight him!
Go for it.
Unless anybody has some suggestions out of the book about.
I was just wondering if I should use like
I'm not
magic
sure Bruce
on
is the best at suggestions here at this point.
What, you think he's biased?
Anybody got the book there? Look up what shadows. What the deal is with them.
I know it was going to be reading.
They stop and smile. I charmed them.
Oh,
you charmer, you.
I have that skill.
Now I know this is a fictional game.
Here's an inn. Light
Shadows
footsteps.
cannot be bribed.
Quick, Steve. You need to hurry up and get up to the inn.
I'm working on it.
You might not make it there, man.
How much do you want to offer the rats? I have 1 giant rat.
2 pieces of gold, I think. That's
3.
Yeah, 3's the one.
Your bribe is accepted.
Run
up here.
for it, Steve.
I'm trying.
Hey, you're gonna make it too. Look at this. Hey, you made it.
Yeah.
Yay!
All right. And welcome
At this
to the
point, I'm becoming
Sneaky
jealous
Lizard.
because I never get this much good luck playing this damn game.
Sneaky Lizard. You spent 76. Press and no tips, no items to buy, huh?
Would have been dead three times by
Now
now.
my strength just went up.
2,500.
Oh,
yeah.
Innkeeper says he heard a rumor of dark castles being somewhere south of here. Okay.
Yeah, you finally got your full level 2 strength now too. So.
Yeah.
When did Steve get so lucky?
Another inn. You hear light footsteps. 14 giant rats. I'm gonna kill them all. I am Steve the Rat Slayer. Steve the Rat Slayer. I'm just gonna keep mashing
they're
the button
swarming
too.
you, Steve. Look at your strength going down. They're swarming you.
Listen, I'm a rat slayer. I fear no rat.
You just lost 500 strength.
Yeah, but he's got the inn, so if he makes it.
Well, he has to get there, I guess. You still got magic. You still use some spells.
You might be able to bribe them too. Three gold apiece.
Now I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do magic, and I'm gonna do sleep. All right, 30 gold pieces. X. All right, so I'm making my way up to the inn. Ron, you're giving us the noise chatter again. All right, welcome to the Jumping Inn. 213 gold pieces. What a ripoff, man. Okay. Okay, the innkeeper says he heard the rumor of dark castles being somewhere south of here. Yeah, I know that. I'm avoiding the castle. You have left the forest. Do you want to enter the forest again? Yes, I don't want to leave the forest. Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You hear loud... Ooh, 2 hill giants.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to try to use my spell and go invisible. Poof, they can't see you. You've taken 288 pieces of gold. Yeah, who's my daddy?
Big,
all right.
very big.
You hear light footsteps. 7 giant rats. I have...
You're approaching level 3.
Fight! Fight!
Beginner's luck.
For Narnia! Expectro Patronum. Clang, your shield protects you. You missed. Your shield protects you. Sword goes through 1. Head falls to the ground. 35 pieces of gold. Yes, I like it. This is the most time I've spent playing this game since we've debuted this. Because I just... 3 vampires. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. What spells work?
You should use your magic on them.
Magic doesn't work, doesn't it?
Oh, you remember that, eh?
What the book says.
Yeah.
I'm going for it. I'm feeling invincible.
I don't know. Do we trust the author or do we trust the book?
No, never trust the author.
Don't trust the author. Don't trust the author.
All right, 153.
The author's going for comedic value here at this point.
I'm on level 3.
Oh my goodness!
Unbelievable.
Suck on that.
All right, this is rigged.
Yeah, I think
Bruce,
so.
Bruce is
I
just
declare
bummed
shenanigans.
Bruce is bummed because he's not getting the drama out of this he was expecting.
Loud footsteps.
The truth is that
Medusa.
He might go here.
Oh.
Your spell cast, but you're unaffected.
You resisted the Medusa.
Oh my goodness.
And I charmed her
this
too.
is pre-recorded. This has to be pre-recorded.
How can you be sitting that comfortably with a horseshoe up your ass? That's what I need to.
Wow. You hear loud footsteps. Get to the chopper. 3 Medusa.
Oh, they're coming back.
3.
For more.
I have no magic.
Oh no, where's
I'm gonna fight him. I'm fighting him.
No mirror.
I'm fighting him. One is wounded.
Unbelievable.
Steve, you're killing them.
This is
What the heck?
I killed them all.
Okay, this is gotta be rigged.
This is
I'm on a roll.
okay. Yeah, this is rigged because
that never
Stevie
happened.
Stroh edition.
You hear footsteps. 2 bandits. Oh, you little sneaky boogers. You stealing my crap? I had 1,600 golds.
You haven't stolen it yet. Depends what you do next. Hey, good move. Good move.
There's my inn.
Notice you don't hear the pounding of the keyboard.
Yeah.
Rats. I fear no rat. I have no spells. Does the inn recharge all your spells, or does it charge you money for them?
No. You don't. You have to get spells from defeating higher level monsters.
Like Hildrons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rats don't
Unless,
count.
yeah, rats are.
Welcome to the Midnight Lizard N. I got nothing. Nothing. No rumors.
Your strength's
no
up to
nothing.
3,000 now, though.
Just about, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a sign to the castle. I shouldn't try the castle on level 3, right? 2 Medusas.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight Medusas. 1 hit's already killed one. You bash one with your shield. 1 falls dead. Boom. Medusas are nothing to me. Another inn.
Once you're on level 3, I guess you got
Welcome
some
to the
resistance.
Jumping Inn. Jumping Oasis Inn. Innkeeper says he heard if you kill a dragon, you may earn a magic sword. Ooh. You hear light footsteps. 10 giant rats. We're going for it.
So Bruce, will you share with us offline what the secret god mode is for this game?
Yeah, please.
There isn't one.
Oh, apparently there's for Steve. So,
well,
or this was pre-recorded.
There's some sort of random number generator in his favor right now. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you have
That's what it
modified
looks like.
ROMs, don't you, Steve?
12 giant rats. Oh my god.
He's secretly playing this on a dragon.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. That was a good one. One falls dead. Rats are dying. All right,
they're
next
chewing,
time
they're chewing you down there, Bear.
I'm down to a mere 2,300 health.
Yeah, but he can beat up 3 vampires as a level 2, so what would that bother him?
1 falls dead. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. This is cool. I'm gonna run a commercial. I mean, you want me to keep trying to play this, or should we go to the? I mean, I don't even know if I need to do a hack version at this point. I'm doing pretty
No,
good.
I don't think so.
All right, we're gonna run a commercial.
Bill Noble's gonna be so jealous.
There's the screen. There's the
Yeah,
screen.
make sure you hit the pause button there, Steve.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the hack version though.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
This is. We will play the hack version though. It needs to be shown off, right? All right. All right, Ron Delvaux, man, your static is killing us, bro.
Yeah, if you can reach your mic, Ron, for now, that would help.
We're gonna run a commercial. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm John Strong, Strongware, author of Soviet Block, and you're watching the original gamer, Stevie Stroh.
Hi, this is Randy Kindig of the Floppy Days podcast. I just love me some CoCo, and nobody covers it better than Steve Strobridge. You're listening to CoCoTALK.
We're traveling through a dimension both of sound and ideas. We're at a place where the mind can comprehend and devise a solar radio, a wireless transmitter, measure time and light. 65 electronic projects brought to reality with this science fair kit. Astonishing? Perhaps. But you can find it for Christmas for $17.95 in a place that's known as Radio Shack.
Radios, stereos, recorders, everything in sound.
Hi, I'm Kieran Anscombe, author of XRAW, and your brain is resolving sensory input into CoCoTALK.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me. It's original gamer Stevie Stroh. You know, gameplay. To get your copy of a Gameplay Goodness Color Computer Gaming DVD today, head on over to 8bit256.com. There you will find several DVDs featuring color computer gameplay videos by the original gamer Stevie Stroh. So to get your very own copy of a Gameplay Goodness Color Computer Gaming DVD, head on over to the Retro Swag Shop at 8bit256.com and tell them the original gamer Stevie Stroh sent you. All right, so what are you thinking about my luck here, Bruce? Am I on a roll?
Yeah, you are. It's almost a shame to lose your place and have to go and run.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he's got a permanent charm spell going on right now or something.
Yeah, right. So if you're just joining us, right now we are doing a live stream of Bruce and Jacob Moore's game Forest of Doom, and we have the authors with us here. We have Bruce and Jacob Moore. How's it going, eh? And for those of you not aware, this program is, it was released this year. Bruce is holding up the book here. So you get Forest of Doom by purchasing the strategy guide, and the website is fod.gracenote.ca, right? And you get the strategy guide that gives you the link to download the game and this beauty of a soundtrack here that I'm playing back up again. Now, when Bruce first released the game, there was a contest for the first person to survive the Forest of Doom to win a mug saying, I survived. Or what did the original mug say, Bruce?
The first to conquer the Forest of Doom.
The first to conquer the Forest of Doom. And that went
the one
to
mug
Paul,
to rule them all.
Yes. That went to Paul Fiscarelli. And but unfortunately, he got his book before a lot of other people did, shipping and things like that. So not everybody got their book going. So what Bruce has done is he's holding a second contest right now where, we announced this, we promoted it, we gave people some time. And other people had for a chance to win for the second mug that's going to be known as the Chalice of Bravery. And what we will be doing on this show is Jacob is going to draw that winner, right? We have more than one winner to choose from. We're going to pick the winner live on the air to see who's going to win the Chalice of Bravery. So we're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, too, I've been just doing my first time of playing the game. And I got to say, I think I'm doing kind of okay. And so what we originally planned to do was I was going to show off the game for a few minutes. And then Bruce gave me a hacked version that I could load up where I could start off a little bit stronger and hopefully have a chance to survive. But I think I'm actually almost like getting myself to that hack level here right now. So we just keep going and see if I die. But we're still going to show off the hack version, right?
Okay.
So I'm right, because there's some treats in store for this hack version. It needs to be shown.
And let me just say, the hacked version starts you, I believe, at level 7.
And that's going to take a while to get.
And it starts you at the second level difficulty, which is called the terrifying level, and it starts you near the middle of the forest. So it's so you gotta have your game on.
Right. Okay. So let's put a time limit on this right now. How much longer do we want to play this before we share that version? Because there are some treats in store for that version too. So another 5 minutes here, and then we'll switch over.
Sure.
All right. I mean, it is a shame for me to have to stop playing because this is legit right now.
Yeah.
I've been playing a legit game here, and
so he says.
I don't agree with the legit part.
Allegedly.
All right. For those of you in Australia, my finger's pointing down. For the rest of you,
the best thing is we won't get the explicit tag in iTunes because they won't see this because that's audio only.
Yeah, to all the haters out there, pick a finger. All right. So
read between the lines.
All right. So we're gonna continue, and here we go. So all indications have been telling me that the forest is south. So I hear loud footsteps. 2 giants pounce on you. I'm going for it. This 5 minutes might be quicker than we thought, huh? One falls dead. They run away. What, you pansies?
All right, this is.
I wanted your gold. I wanted your
complete opposite
gold,
of my gameplay experience.
Oh, here's an inn. Here's an inn.
Bill Noble too.
5 half orcs. I'm going for it.
Do it.
For Narnia. Let's go. What is best in life? To crush your enemies, to see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of the women. Yes, so we're going for it. Die, you pansy orcs. 1 head falls to the ground. Yes, 220 gold. I am the Orc Slayer.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
You should have saved that interview for level 4 then.
Yeah. All right. Nothing good. Nothing good from the inn, huh? Oh, the castle's this way. I'm going for the castle. I'm going for it. I'm not afraid of this castle
now we'll
anymore.
see how rigged this is.
I am not afraid of this castle. A giant spider grabs me. The itsy bitsy spider went up the. I took off your head and.
Jeez, all right, that's just impossible.
Your head and all 8 of your eyes.
Yeah. I like this version of the game.
Loud footsteps. 2 vampires crash through the trees. Blah blah blah. I want to suck your blood. You chop one in the side.
There is no.
1 head falls to the ground. You missed. You dodge. 1 collapses to the ground. Yes, I fear no vampire. I am undefeated. I am unstoppable.
Just about level 4.
It's incredible. It's incredible. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's incredible. This forest is filled with pansies. 2 Medusas. I will charm the Medusas. All right. Fight. Oh, ugliness turned you into a statue of stone. Oh.
Finally, Steve.
Oh, Medusa's ugliness turned you into a statue of stone. Too bad you didn't have a mirror. I was trying for one. Oh my God. Okay, get hints, tips, strategies, and cheats by visiting lulu.com and get the book. There you go, Forest of Doom. Very cool. That was fun. That was fun. All right. Well,
still don't see how you have room for that horseshoe, though.
All right. Well, we are going to go to another commercial, and then we're going to come back. Let me just do that right now. All right, so I have to reset to get out of this, right? All right, so drive
because
0.
we're cheating enough, we'll do the real cheat one, and
That's hacked with a K.
Is that in Canadian? FOD.
Too bad there's not a utility to help you
That's
load these
K.
things easier.
CKD. There you go.
FOD.
You do it, Steve.
HACKD. Now I missed the quotes. Listen here, you damn foreigners.
You haven't typed on the real CoCo for too long, I guess.
Yeah.
No, Steve
this
just
is
can't
this.
type, period.
yeah, that's pretty mild.
All right, so we're gonna go to commercial, and then we're gonna come back with the hacked version of Forest of Doom. So we're gonna be at what, level 7?
I think so. Yeah.
And somewhere in the middle of the thing, close to the castle, so you could see what the experience would be like if you played as good as I was playing before Medusa got me that biatch. All right, we're going to commercial.
Hi, this is the award-winning Alan Huffman of Subetha Software, and you're watching Stevie Fall Off Cliffs.
Hello, my name is Grant Leighty, and thank you for watching the CoCoTALK with your host, Stevie Stroh. You got your CoCo 3 yet?
Where can you catch all the latest news and information about the Tandy Color Computer and compatibles? Oh yeah, I'm talking about the CoCo Crew podcast. Dig it each month. Join John, Neil, and Mike as they lay down the latest news and information about the Radio Shack Tandy Color Computer and compatibles. Groove to interviews, tech segments, and discussions all about the Radio Shack Tandy Color Computer. Strut your fine self over to www.cococrew.org and start listening today. The CoCo Crew Podcast. Keeping it CoCo, dig?
Hi, this is Mark Overholzer, and you're listening to CoCoTALK, the nation's leading weekly live talk show about the Tandy Color Computer.
At GSoft, we make games for the TRS-80 Color Computer, TRS-80 MC10, and Dragon computers. Our basic games cover the range of genres from arcade, to text adventures, to simulations, to 3D dungeon crawls. This is our latest puzzle game from Japan, Fruit Panic. So come on and drop by our website and download our latest games.
All right, we are back with Bruce and Jacob Moore, the creators of Forest of Doom, and I was doing pretty good. I almost made it to what, level 4?
Yeah, did you see Bill's comment in the chat?
No,
he said Steve is cheating.
Yes. Yeah, you already saw the finger I had for all the haters, right? That's going to be my game, the Finger of Hate. It's between these three here. You can guess which one it is, hater. All right, so here we have the hacked version of Forest of Doom. And by the way, I'll be making this available on eBay. All right, Forest of Doom loading. All right, ooh, I'm here. Ooh, this says the Forest of
Christmas
Xmas Doom. Ooh, I should probably play the music again, eh?
So this is where you're getting attacked by credit card bills, or what?
You you didn't have. Where's my media player? Right. You didn't have time to record a holiday version of the music track, though, huh?
No, I should just put Jingle Bells in there.
A strange scramble. See, I just sat still and this happened. A scrambling sound behind you. Oh, okay. Well, let's just go down. All right. Well, there's an inn. I'm gonna make my way over to the inn. You hear light footsteps. So I am 5,000 health level. Okay, zombies sneak up on you. I'm going for it. I'm gonna fight these zombies. One falls dead. Get down, zombies! Get down! One falls dead. Look at my freaking XP just going up, man. Head falls to the ground. Head falls to the ground. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. All right. Hear loud footsteps. 4 Medusas. Oh, screw. Okay.
Because you have a mirror.
We're going.
See, this is how a normal
magic
game goes for me. Like right off the bat, even if I was level 1, that would happen.
See, I was so charming, they smiled and dropped their money. You hear heavy footsteps. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Oh, an OS9 fanatic leaps out and in. They're so scatterbrained they don't know what the hell to do.
Well, then, if it's OS9, we should be multicasting attack Steve 32 times in one round, right?
Why can I not move down? Oh, I have to hit fight. Oops, magic. I'll charm the OS9. Spell. Oh, the OS9 people don't like. I didn't realize this in combat.
We're far too cynical to believe that crap.
Yeah, an OS9 fanatic.
OS9 not user friendly.
Steve, you've just lost 1,000 strength fighting OS9.
That's how my CPU feels every time I boot it up. Head falls to the ground. I killed the OS9 fanatic. 1 down. We're off to a good start.
Nick Marionettes is dead. Let's have a wake for it.
You hear heavy footsteps. Santa's elf attacks you from behind. Ho, ho, ho. All right, we're fighting the elf. You missed. When bash with your shield. You missed. Your shield protects you. 1 is wounded. You slash it with your sword. You dodged a blow. You missed. Oh my god, this elf is a beast. Your sword goes through 1. All right, 300 and some odd pieces. All right. You hear heavy footsteps. Ooh, what is this? 3 dragons sneak up on you. All right, so will a sleep spell work?
Maybe.
I'm gonna try it. Nothing happens.
Fight them.
Nothing happens. All right.
You better give him money, Steve. Unless... Oh, man. Steve, give him money. Bribe him. Bribe him, Steve.
Right now, or you're dead.
How much do I want to offer? What do you guys suggest? 1,000?
What do you think, David? Or David. What do you think, Jacob?
500 a dragon, I'd say.
500 a dragon. There's 3 of them, so 1,500?
Yeah.
Your bribe is accepted. Okay. All right, I'm going to make my way to the inn.
Better get there, yeah.
Yeah, because these are 3 dragons.
Ah, they came back.
Apparently they figure you have more money.
Your soul is lost.
There, that's a normal
Steve is
game.
slain. Another soul is lost in the Forest of Doom.
I guess they decided they wanted your money.
Steve is slain.
I am been slain. Should we try it again? That was too quick. Let's start over. Yeah, we're gonna try it again. All right. I liked my first attempt at this game. I like the unhacked version. All right. You hear footsteps, dude. I just walked in the door. 6 giant spiders. I fear no spider. All right. Die, spider. To crush your enemies, to see them driven before you. To hear the lamentation of the rats. All right. 180 gold pieces. X to continue. Heavy footsteps.
Steve, you want to switch the screen? Oh, man.
I'm going for it. I'm going to fight him.
Speaking about Nick, he just joined on Skype.
You missed. I'm trying to fight a dragon. Maybe I won't regret this. 2 dragons.
Hit.
Yeah, my health is going down. I see that. Okay, one dragon died.
Hey, you got one.
1 down, 1 to go.
Take another hit.
If I remember, the damage goes down as the group shrinks, so that you might have a better chance of making it.
That's true. Yeah.
You slash one with your sword. My shield protects me.
Very astute of you, Curtis.
Oh man, my health is going down.
I didn't look at the source code for nothing, you know.
And the douche mug goes too. I'm almost down. You bash one.
Steve, you don't even have an in. Yeah, you're. Oh man.
And you're broke. Oh no, you got money.
Now, if you know the cheat, you could get yourself an in here, but you need an in like immediately, man.
I do.
Where's my book? He's looking for his book.
I don't know where the book is right now.
Uh-oh. Well, we can't say it live on air.
No, we can't.
Switch back and forth between the screens now. No, go south again. Oh, okay. All right.
So if you just leave heavy footsteps, oh man, my health is down to nothing. 4 OS9 fanatics.
He's dead.
Give him your money.
I'm gonna do magic. And I'm gonna try to charm him.
So
stop OS9 fanatics.
I believe your horseshoe is working again.
Yeah.
Santa's elf sneaks up.
Way Steve could charm Curtis.
Oh. Invisible. Poof, they can't see you. Alright, so I'm using my spells.
I keep switching screens.
Man, I'm trying to.
In.
7 orcs leap out. Oh my god. Alright, I'm going to try to put these guys to sleep. You're knocked to the ground. Magic. Sleep.
Steve, your string!
You are so lucky.
Dude, I'm trying. I'm trying to leave 2 OS9 fanatics.
Bribe him. Oh, well, okay.
I got 6 spells! I got 6 spells by doing that.
Yeah, you need an in so bad.
Oh my god.
Go east again. Go east again. Go east or north.
There's the in.
Can he make it though?
OS9 fanatics. Alright, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to use my spells.
The safest thing is to bribe them if you've got a lot of money. Because if they hit you... I don't believe that you just pulled that off. Okay.
I just made level 8.
Steve, just bribe everything. Just bribe everything all the way to the end.
Okay, alright. Bugger! 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 Ah, my god. My god. Alright,
You had a chance.
I could play this all day. I'm not sure how many... I'm not sure how many people want to see me keep playing this. You guys want to do this some more?
One more try.
One more round? Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back with another round of this, because I'm dying horribly. I guess the good news is you get to the fun part, watching me die pretty quickly.
Find your book during the commercial, Steve.
Yes. Where the hell is my book? Here it is. All right. I found my book. We're going to commercial. I got to look up my cheat here.
And in the mirror, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Bill just said collision detection at work.
Hi, this is Ron Klein. I'm at the 2016 CoCo Fest, and you're watching the Original Gamer Stevie Show.
Hey, this is Bruce Moore, author of Force of Doom, and you're watching the Original Gamer Stevie Stroh.
Many have tried. Few have succeeded. Can you defeat the Forest of Doom?
Send your proof of victory before December 16 to fod@gracenote.ca for your chance to win the Chalice of Bravery.
Greetings, YouTubers. Atari Leaf here, and you're listening to CoCoTALK.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, it's Original Gamer Stevie Stroh, and welcome to a brand new segment of the show that we call the Pandering segment. And this is where we ask you to help support our efforts by checking out our retro swag shop at 8bit256.com, where you can grab yourself a coffee mug like this, or maybe like this, or maybe one of the even cool new deluxe travel mugs, possibly even a DVD featuring some gameplay goodness. All of the proceeds that we get from the Retro Swag Shop go right back into the production and hosting costs of the show, as well as compensating the artist Joel Adams, who designs all these cool things for us. So consider supporting our endeavors by picking yourself up a piece of merchandise from 8bit256.com. On top of that, if you'd really like to help out the show on a long-term basis, we've got a brand new Patreon site where you can support us with regular contributions, and you can visit us there at patreon.com/OGStevieStro. However, we'll keep it real simple. Visit us on the web at CoCoTALK.live, and you can get all the information there. And while you're there, why not send us an email to CoCoTALK@CoCoTALK.live. We'd love to hear some feedback from you, some suggestions for future show ideas and topics, and maybe even submit a segment or bumper yourself. The show wouldn't be anything without you, and we appreciate all of your support. All right, we're back, and we're gonna watch me die one more time, and then we'll go to something really good. We'll pick a winner, which is obviously not me because I'm a loser.
Just like the rest of us.
Yeah, join the rest of us finally there after your
okay.
horseshoe
10
episode.
ghouls. 10 ghouls. I'm gonna go for the ghouls. One falls dead. Sword goes through you. One collapses. A clean miss. How's my health? My strength hasn't gone down at all.
You haven't been hit yet.
Head falls to the ground. 480 gold pieces. That's what I'm talking about. So we're moving up to the inn.
Something funny going on here, Steve. There's hardly any trees, which indicates you actually aren't deep in the forest, it appears.
Okay, so the number of trees is indicating how deep you are into the forest?
Yeah.
4 shadows crashed through the trees. I'm going for it. Die, shadows.
Oh, you think you're hot, eh?
Hey, yeah, I'm hacked. I'm not hot, but I'm hacked. You missed. Why am I missing?
Anybody want to tell him?
It has something to do with the manual, I believe.
Stevie, quick, flip your manual open. No, he just goes for the magic.
All right, we're going for the inn. I want to see. Oh, red and blue inn. Welcome to the sneaky oasis. I want to buy something. Ugh. I wanted
like
to
a
buy
mirror.
Yeah. All right, so there's more trees now. Does that mean I'm further into the forest?
Yeah, that's right.
And I think I saw a sign saying that the forest was to the right. Heavy footsteps. An OS9 fanatic grabs you.
We
Damn
gotcha.
Yeah, right? They stop and smile. I charmed them.
Oh, you gave us the fabled upgrade, thanks.
Yes. You hear, and it's 5 eggnogs pounce on you. Oh my god, I'm going to try to fight the eggnogs. A head falls to the ground.
See, for that, you should have added a 5th option, drink.
One falls dead, right?
Yeah.
One falls dead. All right, I killed 5 eggnogs, eh?
You must be feeling it by now.
Yes. Spiked eggnogs, no less, huh? All right, so I'm going in deeper into the forest of doom. Are you ready? Actually, David Ladd can do that one good. 8 dark elves, huh?
I can do what well?
The Are You Ready voice for Forest of Doom.
Oh.
Let's hear it, David.
Are you ready?
Nice. Sent shivers down my spine.
Yep.
But Curtis, wouldn't you love
8
that?
Grinches grab you. 8 Grinches. I'm going for it. Die, Grinches. You stole Christmas. You must pay.
They're falling like flies.
Falling like
I don't
flies.
have that one in my book.
They're dropping like the viewers. They're dropping like the viewers to floppy talk.
That's a good haul you got for gold off of it.
Yeah. You hear footsteps. 4 ogres. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. All right, we're gonna fight. We're fighting the ogres. Fighting the ogres. A sword goes through one. 480 pieces. Not bad. Oh, as soon as you hear heavy. Ooh, a dragon grabs you. What do? I'm gonna try to fight him. It's just one. It's only a flesh wound.
If you kill a dragon in hand-to-hand combat, you get a magic sword.
That's what I'm trying here, brother.
Watch your health, man.
Fight.
Fight to the death.
Finish him.
You wounded him.
Oh my god.
You're wounding him.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm watching my health.
Yeah. Oh, you took another hit.
Got
it. You find a glowing sword. Oh, yes.
You are now ready.
Now you
and level 8.
I'm level.
The inn.
Yes. Oh, hey, look.
Look at that.
His horseshoe spell has been re-enabled.
3 dragons. I've got the sword now, right?
Oh, yeah, but Steve, no. Bribe them. Did you hear that little warning? You're almost dead. Bribe them.
Okay, 1,500.
Bribe.
Yeah. You look at your strength.
Oh, yeah.
38.
He almost killed you.
You're lucky to be alive. Welcome to the Midnight Toad, huh?
Level 8.
Innkeeper says he heard that some monsters have spells as well as gold for treasure. Okay, I'm level 8. Get to the chopper. All right, but I've got a sword. Santa's elf pounces you. All right, suck on my magic sword, elf. All right, we are... That didn't sound wrong at all, did it?
Steve. Bad Steve.
There's that explicit tag.
You hear heavy footsteps. All right, Santa's elf crashes through the trees.
He's coming back for more, Steve.
He didn't get enough for the sword.
Really,
he did not get enough.
Sword.
Oh, my.
Oh man, this is good. Lots of trees. We're getting deep into the forest. All right.
Deep into something, anyway.
Yeah. Heavy footsteps. OS9 fanatics, and it's just one. All right, we can handle one OS9 fanatic, can't we? You bash one with your shield.
At least one every weekend.
There's one in every crowd, right? You know, next we need to include the VCC fanatics. A VCC a VCC fanatic is upset by your non-flattering comments. What do you do?
What about that? If you include the VCC fanatics, you have to include the MAME fanatics too.
Yes. MAME fanatics.
Equal time.
Just perplex the VCC fanatics with the command line.
8 Medusas. Ooh, what do I do?
Oh.
8 Medusas. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you cast a Steel Eye spell, I think it is.
Steve, you need to sleep the next ones, because as long as you have 2 of any one spell, you're not going to get any spells as a treasure.
Oh, I see.
You might be able to spell these guys.
I'm gonna try. Spell them?
Give it a try.
You might.
Give it a try.
Sleep.
Too bad. Oh, hey, look at that. You did it.
6 spells.
Sweet.
All right, I'm going for the inn. This is a challenge to get to the inn.
Ooh, invisible.
Vampires. I'm going for the vampires. I got enough health, right? We'll find out. 4 vampires. 3 vampires. They're going down.
Suck you dry.
That's the elf's job.
Oh.
All right.
Steve. Explicit flag on this whole thing now.
Welcome to the Blue Lion Inn. You've spent 950 pieces of gold. All right.
Conversation has gone to the toilet that even the adults dating for sex have disappeared.
I think we've done it. We've already taken it to the gutter. Yeah, we're gonna say we've taken it to the gutter. So, all right. The innkeeper says he heard pixies are small, but their magic makes you clumsy. Okay. Thanks for the tip there, Captain Obvious. All right, so we're moving deeper into the forest. All right. Oh, there's another inn. I shouldn't bother with it right now, though, right? And although I'm looking to buy that mirror, right? So I keep. Okay, I'm gonna go for orcs. All right.
Yeah,
so
you need the mirror.
These orcs are dropping like viewers of floppy talk. It's going down. All right. Boom, boom, boom. X to continue.
Yeah, the innkeeper may even offer you a spell book at some point, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
The lazy lizard.
Holy crap, is he charging a lot?
Yeah, he is.
You get the penthouse suite.
Innkeeper says he heard the wizard and king are actually half brothers. I heard that in the commercial. That's nothing new. All right, so we're going down. Loud footsteps. Get down. 6 Medusas. What do I do? I'm going to try to charm them. They stop and smile. All right. Oh, wow. Look at that. An inn showed up.
It's magic.
Now, how the heck did you manage that?
I don't know. He's done it a couple times already.
Innkeeper says he heard rumor of the Dark Castle is being somewhere
Hey.
south of here.
Okay, so that's good to know.
All right, so we're going south. Loud footsteps. Get down, get down. Eggnogs. All right. I am going to use up one of my sleep spells, right? Just because I got too many. 1,440 pieces of gold. Wow. Those eggnogs were loaded.
There was 10 of them, you know.
They must have ripped off the inn.
Yeah. Got a nice clear path heading south here.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Looking good.
So, Bruce, is there a player's guide for the Christmas version here?
No.
Do we have a
10
link for a
eggnogs.
legitimate Christmas version?
No, this is just the special CoCoTALK edition.
Man, I took one step. 7 Grinches. I'm going for the Grinches.
You're
Fight.
closing in on level 9.
Fight.
You're right by an inn, so it's a good time to take a risk.
Yeah. One falls dead. 840.
Almost level 9.
Mm-hmm.
Every step, something's attacking me. A Santa's elf appears out of nowhere.
Well, it came back for you, Steve.
It's back for the magic sword. I will thrust my sword upon thee. All right. We have done it. Level 9. Yes. Heading to the inn. Woohoo! Welcome to the Sneaky Toad Inn. 1,739 gold pieces. Wow.
But your strength's up to 6,000.
Level 9.
Okay. Innkeeper says he heard rumor that the Dark Castle being somewhere south of here. Yeah, but why not get me a, I want a mirror, brother. Heavy footsteps. 3 dragons. I'm going to go for it.
You probably won't have any problem with the OS. You probably won't have any problems with the OS 9 fanatics now because you're now level OS 9.
Steve, watch your strength, Steve. Watch your strength. Be careful. Oh.
Might have to bribe.
Oh, you took another hit. Oh no! Oh no! Well, there was only 2 of them, but okay. You're loaded anyway. See, now you really need an inn.
Yep.
Run.
Grinches? I fear no Grinch.
Secretly, Bruce is controlling this game remotely.
It's got the new CoCo network adapter working.
Yeah.
Jim brings it.
Your strength is low enough. You might not make it to the inn. You know. You better be.
Bribe everybody.
Yeah, be free with your money.
Yep, minimal con.
Okay.
Oh, now you see, you went to a tree instead of a path. If you went to a tree, there's more chance of monsters, eh?
Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah. They hang out in the trees.
I'm trying to get to this bloody inn.
There we go.
Woo! Lord have mercy. Welcome to the Ornery Lizard Inn. Alright, come on. Innkeeper says he heard the spells won't work against some magical creatures.
Unfortunately, there's no guidebook for this version. Blame the author.
An OS9 fanatic crashes through the trees. Die, OS9 fanatic.
I don't know if OS9 fanatics, you'd catch them in the trees.
No, we never get out of our basements. What are you talking about?
You know what you call one dead OS9 fanatic?
A good start?
A good start.
Of course they're in trees. They're in directories.
9 Grinches.
The difference between the OS9 users and the basic users. Basic
What's that?
users don't have directories.
You're kind of quiet, John.
The OS9 users would be in directory trees.
Oh!
Yeah.
Alright, you got me there.
2 Santa's elves.
You brought a friend this time.
You should just basic fanatics, but they only attack one at a time.
That's good too.
A dragon pounces on it. I'm going for the dragon, right? Go for it, eh? I'm watching my health.
Yeah, they would attack one at a time, but it would be full speed.
Attacking at
but
bare
Steve
metal.
loves full speed attacks.
You're having a good fight here. You're just back and forth.
One falls
you got
down.
him.
Nah,
Hey,
7
nice.
No spells though, huh?
Because you have 3 invisibility there, right? See that?
Yep. Yeah, you got
Okay.
quite a few spells already.
So I need. So you
He's
should
got
not.
6,309 gold too.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that!
Screenshot!
It's on video.
Yeah,
and
look at that.
3 OS9 fanatics at the same time.
With his 6309, how perfect.
Yeah.
Definitely get a screen capture of that.
Dragon sneaks up. What do you say? I'm gonna go
Yeah,
for it,
kill
right? It's just one.
I think your horseshoe spell's still working, isn't it?
Watch your strength. Watch your strength. Stay on target.
You got lots of gold, so you can bribe if you need to.
Well, he's also close to the center of the screen if some magical situation pops up where the in'll...
I mean, like that?
It's amazing.
Welcome to the Prancing Pony Inn, home of David Ladd.
Welcome to the Horseshoe Updoor Inn. That's what I'd call it.
Fast.
Innkeeper says he heard that X marks the spot is usually good. That's good.
Now, that's only applicable if you're on a higher level of gameplay, correct, Bruce?
Yeah, I'm on level 2.
Yeah, level 2 or 3, so it could happen.
Dragon.
Oh, don't worry. The in'll reappear if you need it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I think you better read that a little more closely. Because that little trick actually wears out after a while.
Oh yeah? 2 dragons.
Steve apparently, but
well,
I'm gonna have to figure out where I put my book so I can figure out how to
oh, you
what do you
mean? Look at this. It appears right beside him.
The Midnight Toad. Innkeeper says he heard rumor of Dark Castles being somewhere north of here. I've gone too far south now.
Now, was it east or west? Oh, you got another inn. What? You... Oh.
And OS9 fanatics. East would be
I
to
agree
my
with
right,
Bill in
right?
the chat. He says cheater.
Well, this is a hacked version. What do you expect?
Yeah, but you're still playing the game.
He was
through
doing the same
normal-
on the unhacked version, Dave.
I guess Stevie's just got an affinity for the Forest of Doom.
Yeah.
Or his machine's lucky.
Yeah. Get that special random number generator.
Yep.
Well, he is on a real CoCo 3. Maybe his is blessed.
Didn't help me any.
Whoa.
The sneaky toad. Wow, that's an expensive.
I hope you like the deluxe room.
And there was nothing they gave me there.
Yeah, but you get to sleep in the deluxe room.
And you got your strength back.
The lazy oasis.
Well, this one's the Super 8.
All right.
Motel 6.
Yeah.
How many soaps do you want to buy?
We'll leave the
5 Medusas.
Where's your mirror? Charm seems to work.
Yeah. 3 dragons.
I don't think I'd risk that one.
Six spells. Nice.
Congratulations.
And dragon grabs you. He's going down. I'm level 9. I fear no dragon.
You missed.
So, Bruce, you can only have 3 of each type of spell, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Don't get less of the spell book.
Wow, Steve's got 2, 3, and 3 right now, so.
Yeah. If Steve's lucky enough to get a spell book from an inn, then everything changes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Must be getting close to the castle getting attacked.
2 OS9 fanatics. Yeah, a lot of trees.
Balrog is coming.
Yeah, I've been killed by that before.
Yeah.
Attack Balrog.
It's pretty hard in Dungeons of Dagerath, too.
1 is wounded. You slash 1 with your sword. Alright. 1,188 gold. Pretty good, eh?
That's Canadian money. It's not worth much.
6 Medusas. Oh, man.
Charm.
So if you're trying to move along faster and you got a lot of spells, spells are a good way to go.
Yeah. 9 ogres.
You can take
I'll do my invisible spell on the ogres.
Take the money and run.
Yeah. The dragon leaps out. Oh my goodness.
Maybe just run or bribe.
You took a hit. Took another hit.
Alright, so it's time to bribe. Yeah, because I got nowhere to go but through trees. Ugh. I need an inn. 2 dragons. Oh my god. A giant reindeer. A reindeer? It's a reindeer. He went down.
There's a stream. Strings.
Reindeer.
Dean. There's
Get
a string
your
line
spells charged back up too.
2 OS9 fanatics.
You must be at CoCo Fest.
Yeah, right? Wow, these OSI fanatics, they're this must
Can't
be
be
the
charmed.
I'd say give him a copy of Nitrous 9.
Dude, you're almost dead. You're almost dead, Steve. Woo!
I'm on the path. I'm still getting attacked. A dragon crashes through.
Bribe
I'm bribing him. Here you go. Cash is king. Oh my god, every step.
It's probably the same dragon, he just knows you're loaded with dough.
Yeah, come back more.
Just like those scammers, you're an easy mark.
Oh my god, every step. 2 OS9 fanatics. Try and put them to sleep.
Strength
let
warning.
me talk to you about floppies. It didn't work.
We need an
Strength
in.
warning.
We need an in.
Bribe.
Now, if you talk to them about floppies, that's going to have them wide awake, and they're going to want to keep talking.
The castle's that way.
Oh, Steve, you're going the wrong way.
You need an in.
Two Santa's elves attack me from behind. They must know David Ladd.
Oh, you're evil, Steve. Evil.
I'm going for it. For Narnia! You slash one with your sword. One falls to the ground. 6 spells. Nice. I've been recharged.
Almost 2,000 gold pieces. You need an in, though. You're dangerously low.
Yeah.
Bribe.
Bribing him. Your bribe is accepted. There's an in. If I could only make
I
it.
don't believe it.
Run for the in and bribe.
Oh, that works. Ogres aren't that tough.
You fell in a pit? You fell in a pit! Okay, still going?
Strength just went
Loud
down.
footsteps. Eggnogs. I'm gonna try to go invisible on these guys here. Good, I got plenty of invisibility spells. Oh, sweet Jesus. Alright. My God. Alright, welcome to the Sneaky Lizard Inn. The innkeeper says he heard rumor that the Dark Castle is being somewhere north of here, so now I have to go up.
Now it's northwest.
Northwest. Yeah.
Yep, northwest.
Alright,
So you
so
need
we're
to go
going north.
up and left.
Oh my God. 2 Santa's elves. Alright. So we're going up.
I thought you would have been dead a long time ago.
You failed to reckon with Steve's horseshoe
3 giant reindeer. I'm gonna fight the reindeer. One falls dead. One collapses to the ground.
Steve,
Where's your Christmas spirit?
Steve, are you playing this? You playing this and broadcasting it using that new RGB to S video adapter?
Yeah. It's not even new. It's just working again. I had to send it back to Ed to take a look at it for me. And it turns out there was nothing wrong with it. It was my charger that was bad. Alright. I have plenty of health, so we're going to fight him. Your sword goes through 1. You missed. 1 falls dead. Alright, 650. And welcome back, Barry. It's been a while. Nice to have you. There's the inn.
Yeah, I've been busy.
4 giant reindeer. They wouldn't let poor Rudolph play in any Forest of Doom games. Alright, so he's out of there. Then, loud footsteps. Get to the chopper. Alright, we're going for the reindeer.
Might as well, since you're right beside the inn.
Yeah. Reindeers are no match for my magic sword. Alright. I want the,
mirror.
Yeah. 3,000 gold. Wow. Holy highway robbery, Batman.
I think you're staying in Dubai now.
Yeah, right? You hear loud footsteps. 6 vampires. Alright.
Just kill him.
I'm gonna kill him. I got an inn right here.
Yeah, the vampires, once you're about level 5 or 6, I think it is, they're pretty well, you can just waste on them.
Yes,
Sounds about right.
Yes. Welcome to the Prancing Rat. Nothing there. I gotta go west now too, right? Dragon crashes through. Alright, we're gonna try this. One is wounded. So far, no damage. Slash one with your sword. You missed.
Hit.
All It is wounded. Slash it with your sword.
Oh, you're hit again.
I see that.
You're hit again.
Sword. I see it.
Oh, you got him though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is there a Heron Point Inn in this version?
Yeah, there is. Oh, in this version? That's a good question.
Yep.
4 OS9 fanatics. All right, I'm going to try to put them to sleep because I have lots of sleep spells. All right. I got 6 spells.
The correct way to get rid of an OS9 process is with the kill command.
Yeah, there you go.
This is an expensive freaking hotel.
Seems to be working for Steve so far.
He heard rumors of Dark Castles being some.
But you need their process number.
Steve? Yeah, Steve.
Go,
so you
go to the west.
You need. Oh,
buy it. Got your mirror.
Ooh, I got the mirror.
So
Yeah.
Steve, when it says nearby, that means it is not north. It is not south.
Okay, so that means it's got to be west.
Got to be straight west from here.
Yeah. Okay, it's nearby. All right, so we might make it. And I have $5,000. I have the King's Ransom.
Depending on what the next inn charges you.
7 vampires. What do I do?
I waste them.
Fight, fight, fight!
Let's get the experience.
That's working good for you. Yeah, now you got some buffer.
I'm fully loaded on my spells. 3 dragons. What do I do? Bribe them?
Yeah, I would.
Although I'm low on money. I'm going to try to charm them. Alright, that worked. Oh my god. A dragon grabs you. I'm going to kill him.
Wants his money back.
Die, Pete, or Puff, or whatever your name is.
Pete the Magic Dragon.
Killing Pete's dragon here is what I'm doing. Sorry, kid, but your imaginary friend's got to go down.
He's hitting you. He's hitting you. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Now you need one of those magical inns to just suddenly sprout up in front of you.
I know.
It can happen.
All right.
I got your gold back.
Oh my god, every step. 2 OS9 fanatics. Spells don't work on these guys, huh?
No, they will. It's just there's 2 of them. Could bribe them. You're kind of getting low there. Huh? Oh, there you go.
0 spells, though, huh? Oh my god, every freaking
Strength
step.
is down. Strength is down.
Yeah.
Bribe.
I'm going to try to run first. That's free. Alright.
Bribe.
There. Oh my god.
They want more.
You cheapskate.
They're OS9 fanatics. What do you want? They don't have no concept of money.
I'm surprised he went out and about, like Curtis pointed out.
Well, we occasionally have to get out of the basement for food, so.
That's true.
They're probably waiting for a seat compile to complete.
Now you're 1 square north of where you should be now, Steve, eh? Okay, there you go. Good.
We need an inn.
Where they could continue to use the system, it would be really slow, so.
Wow, 10,000 pieces of gold.
Loaded.
Not a lot of health, though.
No, you need an inn pretty quick. At least you got the mirror for the Medusa if you meet up with it, though.
Yep.
Yeah. Got the spell book. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be awesome. 9 half-orcs. I'm going to try to go to invisible.
Need an in.
All right, I'm on a path. They're still attacking me on the path. A bar log.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This is the big one.
What do I do? Can I do magic?
You can try and bribe them.
How did your strength go to 9999?
That's the magic sword.
Ah.
Steve, you've been hit. Steve, you better bribe him.
Okay. No, screw it. I'm going for it.
Okay.
Oh, you got him.
1,600 pieces. All right.
Nice.
Dragon grabs you. It's one dragon. One pansy of a dragon. He's a pansy. He's a flimsy, wimpy, girly dragon. All right. You missed.
Oh, he's hitting you. Oh, there you go. Okay. Man, you had 4,000 health a minute ago.
Yep. Now it's back down almost.
You got tons of gold. I'd just bribe at this point.
Yeah. Where the hell's the bloody castle? I'm going west.
West, wasn't it?
6 Grinches.
Wasn't it west?
Yeah, it was. 4 OS9 fanatics. Put them to sleep. Talked about RS-DOS. 3 dragons. I'm bribing these suckers. It's nice to know that even in the virtual world, you know, money talks. 3 dragons. Oh my god. They're everywhere. What did I hit? The bribe is accepted. Alright.
There, now you're moving.
Ah, yes!
There it is.
And you have enough gold, yay!
You have found the castle. Do you want to enter? Yes. I have no choice, right?
You can say no.
A guard grabs you and takes you to a dungeon. The evil wizard asks, do you have the 5,000 gold ransom? Yes. Okay, the wizard takes all of your money and gives you the scepter. You are thrown out of the castle. Which way? Doesn't matter, right? Just keep going west, because that'll get me out.
Now you gotta be really careful.
No gold, and oh, strength is down to 1,000.
Yep.
I got some gold now.
Yep.
But probably not enough to bribe them.
You can try, you could give them all and see what happens. Right off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you've officially got about as far as I've gotten. I've gotten the
scepter is lost.
Scepter. Couldn't make it out. That's what happened to me.
That was good. That was good. It's a fun game. It really is. It's a fun game. It is. Yeah. It's man. That was good. And honestly, that was the most time I spent playing the game because. You know, I just hadn't really had the time, and I didn't have the way to see my CoCo the way I wanted it, all that kind of stuff. So, cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. All right. Well, thanks, guys, for being along for the ride with that. That was kind of fun. It was kind of cool, the whole spectator part of that, too.
Yeah,
you know,
crowdsourcing.
Yeah, that really was. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial, and then we'll come back and we'll reveal the winner. Does that sound good?
Good.
All right,
I was almost wondering if Steve's name was going to have to be added to the hat there, but...
Well, it wouldn't count by playing the hacked version. But on the first round, I could have been a contender, right?
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Mark Barlett with Sandy Weimer. We're from Cloud9, and and you're watching the original gamer, Stevie Stroh.
Hi, I'm Mike Rowan, and you're watching the original gamer, Stevie Stroh. And when you're done watching, come over and listen to the CoCo Crew podcast.
What's going on, everybody? The original gamer Stevie Stroh here, and I want to talk to you about I'mACoconut.com. If you love the color computer like I love the color computer, then you got to visit I'mACoconut.com, your one-stop shop for all of your Tandy Color Computer links needs. There you'll find links to blogs and podcasts and project sites and emulators and downloads and groups and communities. If you love the color computer, head on over to I'mACoconut.com. That's IMACoconut.com. Tell them the original gamer Stevie Stroh sent you. CoCo forever, people.
That's right. If you tell them the original gamer Stevie Stroh sent you, you get into the website absolutely free. I'mACoconut.com. All right, we are here at the moment of glory here. This is why we're all here. This is the contest winner. We're going to pick a winner live on the air for who is going to get the Chalice of Bravery. Now, do we want to say who all the contenders are? Or are we just going to, what's on the hat there?
Oh, it should say, no, you can't see it, Canada.
Canada. Oh, Canada. Yes. Do we want to say who all the contenders are, or are we just going to say who the winner is?
No, we're just going to do the winner here.
We're just going to do the winner. All right. There is no number two.
Okay. So, Jacob, you're going to reach in, stir it around. You can't look, though. You can't look. Okay. No looking. Okay.
Reach in, stir around.
And we should have a drum roll or something. Okay, and Jacob has the paper, and
the envelope.
The winner is. Can you see this?
Nick Marionettes. Oh my God! Oh man, you couldn't have planned that any better. Nick Marionettes. Oh, too bad he's not here with us.
But here's the thing: we know Nick Marionettes has hacked this, so he's not going to win the mug. This is the mug that he gets.
Let's hold it down. The Forest of Douche.
This is the mug he wanted anyway, right?
All right, so Nick gets the douche mug. Okay.
So the reality is that there has not been another entry. It's just people are too busy at this season. So there actually has been no winning entry yet. So now we're back to square one. Now anybody. The next person to send a win screen will get that mug that I was talking about.
Okay, so this is kind of like getting into Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. There's one golden ticket left, and the first person who gets there gets in. Yep. So I know what I'm doing for the rest of my day.
Before your horseshoe wears off, yeah.
Yeah.
Ride that hot streak.
There it is.
Nick Marionettes, the Forest of Douche. How much did you spend on that? That looks like a lot of high-quality production went into that.
Oh, yeah. Loads and loads.
Oh, yeah, but here's the thing. Steve's just going to be playing the hacked version now.
Oh, yeah, Steve.
Did you modify the windscreen on the hacked version?
I did not.
Okay, I won't do that though. I have honor. I have integrity.
You do? Okay.
When did that start?
When I started using OS 9.
There you go.
I upgraded. Hey, Grant, if you're talking, we can't hear you. I see your lips moving, but I don't hear anything.
Oh, sorry, I had it on mute. Just got a comment back from Nick. I am the king of douche.
Yes, he is. Hey, Ron Delvaux, sorry we haven't been able to speak to you yet. You came in when we were in the middle of all this. So thanks for coming to the show, Ron Delvaux and Barry Nelson. Thanks for being here, guys. Ron, I played a bumper from you. I played one of your bumpers that you sent me when you said this is Ron's garage and you're watching CoCoTALK. What are you holding up there? He got a CoCoTALK mug. All right. Thank you. Thanks. Appreciate that. Very, very cool. I like it. I like it a lot, right? And so, yeah, in addition to CoCoTALK mugs, you can also get the I'm a Coconut mug with the CoCo cartoon character. That's the one in red. You can get the black mug that says I'm a CoCoNut. That's got your CoCo 3, CM8, MPI, and dual fully loaded floppy configuration. You can get one of those. You can get, the CoCoTALK t-shirt. You can get the CoCoTALK mug. All of these things available on our retro swag shop at 8bit256.com. And do you have a Ron's Garage segment for us today, Ron?
No, I just did another graphic while we were sitting here.
Okay, let's take a look. You're one talented dude, man. I'll tell you what. So, there's the cup. So it says hot cocoa. So you got a mug with a cocoa on the mug. That looks pretty cool. Yeah. Then we've got a cocoa with a printer and an MPI, a couple of floppies.
Sweet system you drew there.
Yeah. Ron's Garage on CoCoTALK. Discover. Are those donuts there? Is that Donut Dilemma on the side there?
Yes, it is. Donut Day.
Donut Day. All right. Discover.
Donut Disaster by
computer.
Nick Marionettes.
All right. I was saying earlier, Ron, before you got here, is that your Facebook group, Show Us Your Color Computer, that kind of inspired me to start taking pictures. Yeah. And that's what got me to find my Cosmic Aliens scrap papers, and that's what got me to search for my game that I didn't think existed anymore. So, awesome. Yeah. It's all CoCo related, the whole world. It's like Kevin Bacon. We can trace everything back to the CoCo at some point in time, right? So, and by the way, the Timberman himself is here too, Ron. Where's your axe?
Hey,
there we go.
Did you discuss what I suggested to you, or are you not interested, or maybe we do something like that, or?
Well, it was a lot. So why don't you go ahead and run by the list again? Ron has a lot of suggestions for show topics and ideas, especially leading towards the end of the year.
I hope I can remember it all. I was thinking that we should have a beginning of the year newbie thing, or for people who are new at getting their machine, new at using an emulator. Go over briefly how to put the computer together if you have a real one, how to run the emulator, the different emulators there are, how to run a disk drive, and who could probably handle that stuff. There's a lot of things that are tough to figure, like what is the SDC, talk about the archives.
Yeah.
There's just a whole bunch of stuff that new people have no clue. And what I'm thinking is, if it's one show or two shows, we can do it. Those would be the ones to have people watch then when they get a new machine.
Yeah. So these are definitely great ideas. So sorry, go ahead, Grant.
No, this is Barry. I was going to say that if it's somebody that's just got a new machine and has had a little contact with it, probably should. First of all, they're probably not going to have any of the peripherals or stuff yet. So the first thing we should probably tell them is, hey, about drive wire cables, and how to bootstrap their machine using their cassette port, so they can get started and do something.
Right. So there's all that stuff we can talk about. It would take up at least one show, maybe two. Who knows?
Yeah.
And maybe we could delegate different people to show how to put together a computer real quick, or show how the SDC works, show how you run a program from even tape. Some people don't even know the cable to use, or
right.
Or even on the emulator, how doing the same thing on the emulator or something.
Right. Oh, so Boise Pete came by the live chat. Hey, Boise. Solstice says I have to go, and so goodbye, Solstice. No, I know you sent me some of those in Facebook, and I think that's great. And maybe we can we'll try to put them all in our document, because we have a little Google document where we're trying to keep a list of future topics. And Grant
I thought it would be good for like next year, January.
Yeah, definitely. And we should get Grant involved too, because Grant's been kind of spearheading the newbie questions of the week. So we could maybe put them all on the list, let Grant ask the question, and then we all chime in with our answers, or even better yet, have a prepared little video presentation. I think these are definitely all great suggestions, and I appreciate you coming up with them. And that's all we can ask for. For those of us who are watching the show or who are on the show, as we continue to come up with these ideas and suggestions, let's make it happen. It's always great.
Showing having a commercial for it as we go. How many more shows are there this year? Is this it? Or?
That's a great question. We'll pull up the calendar and take a look. So we have 2 more in December. We have 2 more shows before we're at the end of the year. Because 3 weeks from now will be January 6th.
So we could advertise for the January shows on those 2 shows and say we've got a newbie shows coming up, and then maybe on Discord we could get together, and divvy up people doing sections of it, people that are comfortable with their part.
Yeah. And one of the things I've been holding off doing is I wanted to record an updated video on how to upgrade the CoCo SDC, the firmware in DOS and CoCo Explorer, because I haven't had the ability to record from my S-Video. But now that that's back, I have a backlog of CoCo videos I want to do, so that could be one of them.
Yeah, part of it is talking about whenever somebody gets a physical CoCo 3, they usually want to upgrade it, and so we talk about who to send it to and what that involves.
Right.
You can send for an upgrade, or for the 512K and do it yourself too, right?
Right. Yeah. That one's pretty straightforward. And when Jim Brain's thing is done, it's going to be really easy to do. It's going to be solderless, snipless, the whole 9 yards. No, great ideas. Great ideas. All right. Well, we're going to run a commercial break, and then we've already covered news, so maybe we should just start to think about how we're going to close the show and maybe some suggestions for next week. We've already got some other suggestions, and if there's anything else you guys wanted to talk about that we haven't mentioned yet, Popstar Pilot, available for sale.
Yep, and it's on sale, $20 still.
Okay. We email Nick for that.
Yep, Nick wanted me to plug that for him, and also don't forget the extra goodies that's also included on the CD.
Definitely.
Including the PenFest 2000 footage is on that.
Right. Which kind of prompted some of what Jason was posting up there on his CoCo Man site. All right. Well, we'll be right back, folks.
Hi, it's Glenn Hewlett. I'm here at CoCo Fest 2017, and you're watching Original Gamer Stevie Stroh.
Hey, have you got your CoCo 3 yet? Hi, this is Rick Adams, author of Temple of Ram and Shanghai, and you've tuned into CoCoTALK, the nation's leading live talk show featuring the Tandy Color Computer.
What's going on, everybody? Original Gamer Stevie Stroh here, and if you're a fan of vintage computing and retro gaming, then you're going to love our retro swag shop at 8bit256.com. There you will find custom designs by Instagram artist Joel M. Adams. You can get I'm a Coconut, CoCoTALK, and other cool video game images on a t-shirt, coffee mug, or mouse pad. So if you love retro, then head on over to the retro swag shop at 8bit256.com today. Tell them the Original Gamer Stevie Stroh sent you.
Retro Innovation says, "Oh my word, you are all still here." We're here, Jim. We've been waiting for you to come in and troll us, so we can. It's official. All right. So what have we not talked about yet on the show? We have gotten into our news segment. We had our primary segment and topic. We haven't done a newbie question or a tech top or Ron's Garage. Now Ron's Garage. He says he doesn't have anything. David kind of did his tech talk. Did you have a newbie question of the week, Grant?
No, we'll hold it for next week.
We'll hold it for next week. Well, then you are definitely, helping us keep this show.
I have a little comment.
Okay.
I have my CoCo 2 set up here, and I've had it set up since last week, and I have the SDC into it, and I've been trying to find programs to run that are CoCo 2. And what's interesting is... Ever since 3 came out, there's lots and lots of stuff on the 3, and don't necessarily play on the 2. And to experience having just the 2 and not having the 3, which happened way back in the day.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Get you back to the feeling that, man, I wish I had a 3 set up here.
Yeah.
There is a lot of stuff. There's a ton of stuff that runs on the CoCo 2 and CoCo 1. And as a matter of fact, there's a couple things that only run on the CoCo 1 or early 2s. There's actually, if you compare the amount of software, there's really most of the software is for the CoCo 1 and 2, and there's actually a relatively small percentage that is CoCo 3.
Yeah, and kind of along the same lines, Alan Huffman actually, by coincidence, in the CoCo list just posted a message. And he says, I will say, today I have much more interest in CoCo 1.2 stuff than I did after moving to a CoCo 3 for my full-time computing needs. Back then it was all multitasking, real work, and productivity. I'd booted into RS-DOS for games, but my CoCo 1.2 stayed packed away. I have a blast playing with XWare emulator these days, going back to the early origins of primitive computing. The early games seem much more impressive today in perspective.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And Grant was holding up Farfall, and we have John here, John Linville, creator of Farfall. And Bomb Threat is also going to work on there. Yeah, there's Farfall too. It's show us your Farfalls here. And John, I think you've mentioned this, but one of the kind of motivating factors for creating Farfall was there were so many new products for the CoCo 3. You wanted to show your old CoCo some love, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, for years it had been that it was almost as if the CoCo 1s and 2s were an embarrassment or just didn't exist or whatever. It's all CoCo 3, CoCo 3, CoCo 3.
Yeah.
And I thought the CoCo 1 and 2 were pretty good machines and ought to be able to hold their own. So that was part of my motivation of using the semi-graphics mode there. And, I think it's a fun game. So
yeah.
I don't know if it built a market or not, but we got a bunch of people around these days, so maybe so.
Yeah.
And Forest of Doom itself is a CoCo 1.2 game, just as an example. So
Right. And Cosmic Aliens will be as well. I'm going to be basing that on my intention was, and getting back to what Ron said, which is so all of my personal CoCo experiences were on the CoCo 1 and 2. I had a CoCo 3, but I had it briefly because I got the CoCo 3 and the Tandy 1000 around the same time, and there just was no comparison. And I was going to college to learn stuff, and so I was more focused on the Tandy. So I don't have any previous nostalgia for the CoCo 3 as much as I did for the CoCo 1 and 2. I had those for like 6-7 years of my life, and I literally grew up on that machine and those games. So those are always going to be more special for me. And when you look at technically what the CoCo 2 didn't have in the way of graphics and sound, and what the developers were able to do with it, it does make it all the more impressive. A perfect example: two products by Steve Bjork. Pitfall 2 and Super Pitfall. I don't know why, but Pitfall 2 seems more impressive on the CoCo 2 because you're taking full screen scrolling and animations and sprites and all this stuff, So even though it doesn't have as much colors and maybe not as big or scope of a world, to me, just visually, it seems more impressive.
The game Dragonfire on cartridge, which is designed to run on a CoCo 1, is very impressive, the way that it gets the additional colors on the graphics mode.
Yeah, agreed. That technical feat's impressive, but the game is really a two-trick pony. Once you got two screens of increasing difficulty. But one of the screens is real pretty.
The game's not that much fun. Go ahead,
I don't know. My girls sit here, break out laughing whenever I'm playing, and one of the other ones is playing, and they have to run all the way back into the tower to dodge the fireball that's incoming because they happen to be in line and they can't jump over them.
Yeah.
That's true. But the technical achievement there, or whatever, was actually inspiration for my VDG Tricks blog that led to the Sluzzle game that I released with the multiple colors there. Just a side note.
Yeah. Very cool.
I have a question again about that S-Video adapter. When did Ed start making those things? Because I wasn't aware that there was RGB to S-Video.
I don't think it was ever a product as much as it was a prototype, and I was lucky enough to get one of the prototypes, and I've had it forever, and I've been recording on it for over a year. And it's only been the past. It stopped working when I came back from Tandy Assembly, and I thought the device was bad, and I sent it back to Ed, and he looked at it. He goes, "No, your DC adapter is bad, and not the device." But I'd even tried another adapter. But anyways, luckily it works. No, it's not necessarily been a public product, but it was a prototype. And he showed off pictures on Facebook. Says, look what I made, and showed off some of the pictures. And I inquired, and he was kind enough to send me his prototype.
So really, the main problem with the CoCo 1 and 2 is being able to see it well. You know?
on a modern television, or because of the RF out only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually found that an RCA to coax plugged into the CoCo's RF port is a fairly simple trick. If you've got a TV, most TVs still tune the analog channels.
Mm-hmm.
And you just put the RCA and bypass the switch box. And it actually gives you a fairly good picture.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Especially with shielded cable, it works pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Very true. So that's it's the coaxial F connector, which is the screw-on part to RCA. It's just, and you can get them a couple different ways. You get the male to female, the male, whatever. I use that, and it works. Matter of fact, the one I use, I'm actually using the actual TV coax, not the RF coax, and I just adapt one end of that to the RCA male to plug in my CoCo, so the whole cable is shielded.
That's usually the best way to do it, and that would be a good tip for the new CoCo owners show too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Good point. Lots of good suggestions. All right, so closing thoughts. Also, before we say closing thoughts, how about just a reminder, right? So is it 8 p.m. tonight, John Linville, is the CoCo Crew Roundtable?
That's right, 8 p.m.
Eastern
Standard Time in the U.S. Should be live streamed to the CoCo Crew Facebook group if you just want to listen. Several of you have invites, and if you don't have one and want one, just let me know. And come and join the fun. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Is it going to be on Skype?
We use something similar to Skype called Blue Jeans for hysterical reasons, and that's just what we use.
Yeah.
So skip on that. If I don't always make this show or some of these others, just say between all the stuff going on in my actual life, and then wanting to actually work on electronics projects and software for the color computer, sometimes I don't make the shows.
Yeah.
I totally understand that. That may, in fact, eventually cause my retirement. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I also want to say before we go, too, I want to thank Bruce Moore, who's who brought us Forest of Doom. It's a great program. I'm glad I finally got to really sit down and play it. The only time I really looked at it is when we did the Forest of Doom launch party, and we looked at it briefly, and I haven't touched it since then. Like everybody else, life happens, and I had my CoCo issues and things like that. So it's a great game. It's fun to play. It's challenging. Where can we get that again, Bruce?
FOD.gracenote.ca, I think.
Yeah. There's three places you can get it. The source is going to Bruce Moore's website, FOD for forestofdoom.gracenote.ca, as in Canada. I have a link to that also on amacoconut.com. So if you go to amacoconut.com under buy, sell, trade, there's a link there. And if you go to 8bit256, the Retro Swag Shop, there's a link for it there too. So there's a couple different ways you can find and get Forest of Doom, and they all involve ending back up at Bruce's site, buying the lovely book, and then downloading the game and the soundtrack. And great game. I had fun playing it. I think we all had fun kind of, praying for my death, basically. So.
Yes, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, the Forest of Douche Cup goes to Nick Marionettes, and there's the CoCoTALK mug. It looks good on red, I think, too, huh, Ron?
Yeah.
It's a nice, good ceramic mug, and thanks for grabbing that. Appreciate it.
Sure.
That means our podcast hosting bill has been paid this month, so
I didn't have to pay,
we keep the lights on another month.
It'll be the weekly last.
Yeah, the last
CoCoTALK.
possible CoCoTALK. Do I hear $5? $5. Do I hear $5? All right. Well, somebody was saying something a second ago. What did I miss? No, we good? We good? Are we wrapping up? All right. So anybody have anything else they want to say? Closing thoughts, suggestions for next week?
Christmas edition, I would assume.
It's Festivus.
The Christmas edition will then theoretically take place on Saturday the 23rd. That's 2 days before Christmas, right? Yeah, so we'll have to figure. Which is also we do want to show more Christmas demos and programs. I do have Christmas Rush on my CoCo SDC to show off, so hopefully we'll be able to show that maybe next week. And I also want to acknowledge who was in the live chat. So we had Coco Man, we had Tom C, Brian Joyce, Steve Powell, Norlander was here in the live chat. We had Adult Dating for Sex, our sponsor. Solstice was here. Bill Noble was here.
Boise Pete.
Retro Innovations, Boise Pete. Yeah, so we had a full house on the live chat. I think we were up to 20 viewers simultaneously at one point in time. I kind of lost track there. Good show, guys. Anybody got anything else you want to close out with? Grant, you said you wanted to remind us of a few things.
Oh, yeah, it was the Popstar Pilot. Still on sale for $20. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube link, and also give us the thumbs up.
Okay.
Don't forget about Timberman. Paul Thayer.
Timberman's also available. Paul Thayer. paul.g.thayer@gmail.com. There's a link there too. I went through all my mental notes and things like that, and I've updated amacoconut.com. So under buy, sell, trade on amacoconut.com, there's a link to email Paul Thayer to request your copy.
I do have a request.
Yeah.
I think you need to dress up as a Santa suit for next week.
Okay. I have a red T-shirt with the fake Santa stuff in the front, and I've got the hat, so I could do that. I'll definitely
Don't forget
like
the magic
Santa.
Horseshoe on top too. So
yeah, the magic.
So if I was just going to say, Forest of Doom, if you like, that game, another older game that you might want to look at also is the old Rogue game that runs under OS 9.
Yeah, well, Curtis is working on that. So on his current project, he's working on some patches for it, and we're going to be revealing that in the near future too.
Yeah, a couple patches are done.
Patches?
I'm working on some other ones too. So
patches to Rogue, interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, how many games have been produced in the last 2 years? This is another.
Well, I'm looking at right now Popstar Pilot, Forest of Doom, and Timberman. That's 3.
Bomb Threat.
Now I'm going to look at my cartridge collection over here. I have Bomb Squad, Bomb Threat, Firefall, Flood It, Follow CoCo, Xmas Rush. And those are quote-unquote commercial products. And then you also have some of the ports that have happening, like the Z80 Pac-Man transcode. That has happened. Knight's Lore was ported and patched. Dungeons was ported and patched from the BBC Micro. So, there's been, probably in the neighborhood of about a dozen new offerings. Tiburon, yeah. So, and hopefully
I'd say
more.
at least a dozen.
Yeah. Dozen new offerings in the past year and a half or so.
So we're going to show the different uses of the MC10 too in the new year.
Yeah, in front of the door to hold it open, behind the door to hold it closed.
Hey, come on! I just recently got an MC10. I like my MC10.
Toss it in the trash.
Talk to Steve Shark about that.
Jim Gary posted a link to something like oldtrash.org or something like that was all about the MC10.
Oh my God! A domain name dedicated to it, huh?
Well, I mean, there was other stuff too, but
yeah,
it's kind of funny coming from Jim Gary.
Yeah, right. I guess we could say that the MC10 put the trash. Machine. Yeah, it put the trash in Trash 80.
I think it's a pretty cool little machine, considering. I mean,
it definitely is.
I had fun doing Xmas Rush on it. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it has some really stupid design decisions built in.
Yeah, like the video RAM not going past 4K is a big one.
That and putting the interrupt handler vector in the video RAM.
Right. But it's really like this. It's part of the family, and sometimes you have people born with birth defects, and you can't love them any less. You know what I mean? It's like it's like a CoCo with a cleft palate and a club foot or something like that. You just
Talk about silly design decisions. Not putting the $1 or dollar or whatever, $1.50 sound chip into the color computer. I mean, that was a silly design decision.
That is true.
Steve would agree with you on that too.
Hey, Steve, when are you going to put the best of the year show? Is that going to be the last year?
Well, we're asking people for suggestions, and so far the only obvious suggestions are where Steve Bjork just tears apart the MC-10, and that in itself is a good 20 minutes of humor. So if that happens, that literally has been the best of the year so far, honestly. So that
Don't
might
forget
be
the
it.
EMP moment either.
Oh yeah, the EMP moment too. Yeah. So I really need to isolate that and put that in the soundboard. We can drop an EMP at random. I gotta find it. All right.
I have that show indexed, and you can find it. It's the one with all the exclamation points and question marks.
Mark, if you want to add one, I would add in all the magical ins popping up for Steve whenever he needed them today.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, definitely.
The force was strong with this one.
Yeah, the Horseshoe Award.
Imagine it's now the Brown Horseshoe at this point, but yeah. So.
Wow.
All right, so we want to thank everybody who's still on the panel. We want to thank Mark Overholzer and Bruce and Jacob Moore and Jason Reichard. I wanted to say Riker and get my Star Trek Next Generation thing messed up there. Jason Riker, the CoCo Man, and from CoCoMan.org. Sir David Ladd, Lord of the Floppy, Duke of all things digital. Barry Nelson. And Grant Leighty, Curtis Boyle, John W. Linville, and Ron Delvaux. So, the Timberman. So, thank you all for being here. I want to say Forest of Doom forever. If you haven't got your copy, go out and grab yourself a copy, and you still have a chance to win, although I'm going to probably win at this point, because if my luck continues, I will be playing this game, and I will win the mug of non-douchery. So
that should be the subtitle for this episode: "Forest of Doom Forever."
Forest of Doom Forever. Yes.
Everybody needs to DDoS Steve's internet. Keep him busy.
Yes. So yeah, because you got to play it forever to actually win it. It seems like so. All right, guys. Well, we are going to sign off. This is CoCoTALK. Saying good night, goodbye, and all that good stuff. And thank you all for being in the live chat, too. Brian Joyce saying thanks for another great show. Glad to have you. Long live and prosper there, Timberman Delvaux. And we'll see you guys tonight on the Tom C. Says Bruce will have to make the world's luckiest man mug.
before we close out, Forest of Doom does run on VCC, right? For those people who don't own a physical CoCo, if they wanted to get it.
It runs on all emulators, even VCC.
It only works under MAME with a very bizarre.
Yeah. You have to run a very complex Linux-like command in order to run it.
I think it's -douche or something, isn't it?
Don't say that, because you might fool some people. So it does run on VCC, and it runs on XWR, I presume, also.
Yep.
Yeah, it runs on all emulators. All right, guys, we are signing off. Forest of Doom forever. CoCo forever, and we'll see you tonight on the CoCo Crew live stream broadcast on Facebook. Make sure you go to the CoCo Crew on Facebook, and we'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye. Later, everyone.
Hey.
Bye.
Thank you for watching CoCoTALK, the world's leading live talk show featuring the Tandy Color Computer. For all things CoCoTALK, visit us on the web at CoCoTALK.live. We'd love to hear from you. Send feedback, suggestions, even segments via email to CoCoTALK@CoCoTALK.live. If you love the color computer like we do, then visit IMACoconut.com for all your color computer needs. Consider supporting the show with a purchase of merchandise from our Retro Swag shop at 8bit256
CoCoTalk.com. If you'd like to become a patron of the show, we'd love for you to visit our Patreon site at patreon.com/OGStevieStro. CoCoTalk would not exist without the community, its cast, and crew. Thanks go to Curtis Boyle, David Ladd, Mark Overholzer, Grant Leighty, Bruce Moore, Rick Adams, Ron Delvaux, Richard Lorbieski, Jim Brain, Nick Morentis, Karen Anscombe, Simon Jonason, Wayne Campbell, Steve Batson, John Strong, and Barry Nelson. Special thanks to Steve Bjork for production suggestions. Stay on target, everyone. Please help support the color computer community by visiting some of its contributors. The CoCo Crew podcast at cococrew.org. Glenside Color Computer Club, host of CoCo Fest at glensideccc.com. Jim Brain and Retro Innovations at go4retro.com. Tandy Assembly at tandyassembly.com. Cloud9 Technologies at cloud9tech.com. Boyson Technologies at boyson.com.